All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back for the late night Sunday stream. It's 1:42 a.m. in the morning, and I'm pretty much here on time. What are we, about 10 minutes late? That's not crazy. So, I spent the whole day watching television. Karis and I finished all of Season 3 Squid Game in one day. So there you have it. I didn't do any work, by the way. I didn't get any work done. I didn't get any encapsulating. I didn't do any submissions, nothing like that. We really did just watch all the Squid Games. But it's done, so now I don't have to watch it. Alex, Matt, Kendo, Troy, Michael, Jay, how's it going, guys? I hope you guys also had a nice Saturday. It was pretty wet where I'm living. It was real wet where I'm living. So, yeah, it wasn't really, I guess you could go outside. The weather was terrible, sort of. Just kind of stormy the whole time. Let's see, what should the news for tonight be? Free booster box. That box is going off tonight. It's going to finish. Victini break. Closer. And, well, what was really, oh, the cat's in here again, by the way. That outdoor cat is inside again, and he is very good at running into my room. He's extremely good at it. I can't stop him like I could stop the other cats. He's too fast. Okay, he's right here. All right, so Victini break closer. That's part of the title. Let's say live card shop real fast. Hopefully he doesn't cause any other problems. Is we're going to say free booster box, Victini break. The only things that really come to mind is Hololive. We didn't get any particular mail on a Sunday. Hololive. Final Fantasy is big. We'll say new Hololive. This cat's climbing in the box is so funny. All right, we'll hit copy on that. And now, ooh. I'm trying to ship out, but don't know if you still have my bag. Can you check, please? Jimmy Cabrera. Hello, Jimmy. Yeah, I can check. What's the name of the bag? We're going live for... Oh, wait. Alex already pinged. All right, good. Yep, I played a little bit of video games today with Karis. She's enjoying that game, Elden Ring. And then, so we played that for a little bit. And then we started watching Squid Game. All of a sudden, we were watching a lot of Squid Game. Okay. So, let's go ahead and click these. Just cleaning up my emails. That's what I do. I clean up my emails. Okay, good. It looks like we already have an order in place. You guys think we'll have an exciting Sunday, or do you think we'll have a slow Sunday? Sunday is well known as one of the slowest days of the week. Oh, let's see if there's any update on our shipping. We've begun investigating to locate your package. Oh, man. God, I hope they find that package. All right. Let's see how the price of Final Fantasy is moving. Staying about the same. That's good. So the price is pretty stable right now for Final Fantasy. That is the set that people are opening. They're opening a lot of it. I wish we had more. We have more on the way, but it's not here. Now, my big order of it, I put all my money in that big order, and it didn't get to arrive. So now we're just eating up the restocks. So sad, dude. Such bad timing. Let's see about this. So... Let's see how soon this is going to arrive. So I've got a big order of 3 boxes. That's a bigger restock we made after we realized we were having problems. Oh my gosh, it's in Florida still. All right. They're saying we'll most likely get it by July 2nd. God, I hope we do. Okay. Well, that's good. You can always pre-order a pack, by the way, if you're worried about the price going up. Here's Team Rocket Grunt. He says, you forgot my 2 Pokey Shuffles. Whoa. Sorry about that, Team Rocket Grunt. Can't be having that, can we? I hope it arrived for you, mister. Thanks, man. It's really sad. We are. Whew. Okay, so here we are. Got to get back in the game. Got to get back in the Pokemon card game. So weird. If you play a lot of games and you watch a lot of TV, kind of drops you out of that feeling of the cards. Here we are, Team Rocket Grunt. The 2 missing cards. 2, 3. Was honestly surprised how hard it was to find in my area, and yet how plentiful it was about an hour away. 1, 2. So, 2 cold ones. Oof. 2 cold Poke Shuffles. The name of the bag is Jimmy Carrera. All right, Mr. Jimmy, that should be easy because we got 1 Jimmy box. It's JI box. Jimmy Cabrera. Here it is, Jimmy Cabrera. You can add stuff to it too, by the way. So if you feel like getting a little crazy tonight at all, you can ship it all out together still. Your bag doesn't expire until 2/26, although my recommendation is ship it by 1/26, okay? So January 2026, that is when I would 100% get this shipped out. Don't let it get the full 12 months old, okay? So, but your bag's good. It's not about to be grabbed or anything. It's safe for now. Okay, plug my phone in here. So I get the phone recharging. So, yeah, nothing has really changed on the menu today because it's just a Sunday, and Sunday's a fun day. Let's go ahead and... Oh my God, what is this cat doing? We got the neighbor's cat is inside of our house again. You know, here's the craziest thing about the cat. The downstairs has a garage door that was specially designed for a dog to use because the previous owner was a dog owner. It's a doggy door. And the cat has figured out about the doggy door. It knows how to get in and out of the house without us asking at this point. So now he's just over here. It's really crazy. I guess we could lock the doggy door up if we wanted, because you can do that from one side of it. But Karis likes him coming over, so that's what's going on now. All right, that is the most exciting thing in our lives. Cat from outside coming indoors. Let's set up this giveaway. So we were at 11 out of 15, huh? How old are my bags and boxes? Well, Mr. Anthony, there's an easy way to look that up. So if anyone wants to know how old their bag is, do a simple check on the system you use to pay, right? Maybe it's like PayPal. And just look up the first order you made with me, and whatever that date was, that's the age of the bag. So if you made an order in April of 2025, then your bag is 425. So that's how you can quickly look that up. And now you have the ability to do that. Oh, right, we're setting this up. Let's see. What's the error in that Victini? It's not an error, Victini. Is that what he said, an error? Let's see. It's a nice-looking Victini. It's decent. Is she trying to get out? I think he just closed my door. You trying to get out, kitty? Here, come on. You went out? Okay. I had the door open for him so that he could leave the room because he snuck into the room, and then he closed the door. All right, so he's out now. Okay, I open it back up for him. There we go. So this is active. Type in Andy to get a spot in this box. There's a whole box of Starbirth. There's some really good cards in here, by the way. Donated by Andy Man. So the keyword is Andy. Let's take a minute and talk about the breaks. We got this beautiful Final Fantasy break. Tyler Franson's already in it. That's for 2 booster packs. We have... What is this? Oh, this is just a Metazoo pack for sale. I get it. Let's put that back. Aha, gym break of Metazoo. Matthew Hill's in there, waiting for somebody to join. Oh yeah, I ran into these. We have these $17 illustration booster packs. They give you the illustration winner cards. So the people who drew the best cards and won the contest, their cards are in these little boosters, $17 a pack. It's very nice. You get all 3 of them. We have a Topps SpongeBob Series 1 pack for $35. And now I'm going to put this back over here. Okay, let's take a quick look at these lists. The Mega Sub list, 4 spots left. Ancient Origin box break, not moving too fast. Let's see, scoreboard donations. We're still keeping track of that. 630. Let's see, we got stream carries. I don't think I'm going to keep track of that. It's too much to keep track of. Pre-sale, okay, we haven't had to use that. The challenge rolls, yeah, we're still working on that. We're adding new challenge rolls all the time. We are. Very nice. Okay, so there's that. Live customs and Poke Shuffles are getting restocked while we're live. We've been working on that a little bit at a time. We've been rotating through these blue labeled slabs. Those are the commission slabs. So you might find something interesting in there that somebody has handed over to me to sell for them. Let's see what we got. We got a little bit more and then we're done. Oh, I heard about that. The assassinated firefighters. What's up with that? So what are those? I didn't hear the motive. Does anyone know the motive? Why would you kill firefighters? I think everyone's asking the same question. 2 firefighters passed away today and the shooter was self-evicted. Self-evicted? I don't know what that means. Who shoots at first responders? Yeah, that was really, that's in the news, guys. So 2 firefighters are shot dead, assassinated, doing their jobs. That is the kind of chaos we live in, I guess. 2 fighters dead. All right. It was an ambush. Suspected gunman found dead. I just wish I knew why. Let's see. They believe the shooter has been found dead, so he might have committed unalived. And that was one shooter. Yep, that's crazy, man. Oh, there's another firefighter who's hospitalized. That's so wrong, dude. How are you supposed to do your job as a firefighter and you gotta wonder if some crazy person started the fire so they could shoot you? That's just wrong. Remember the Texas sniper incident? No motive yet and identity hasn't been released? Yeah. That's why we make laws and rules and all those kinds of things, is because people want to live in a civilized society, not in a total insanity. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's sad to read about. Kind of bums you out. That's why Pokemon cards are so nice, because they're like the opposite of sad and bummed out. Well, your wallet gets assassinated, but nothing else does. It's a nice place. Pokemon cards are a nice place to have a good time. And, yeah, it's crap to hear that stuff. God, dude, they got families and all that, and their families just told by the cops, yeah, so your loved one's dead. What? How's that even possible, you know? Crazy. He was a sniper. Yeah, crazy. All right, let me have some of this. How much of the Korean Nikke left? Oh, great question. So that is a very relevant question. All we have left that I know of is this one box right here. There's another box laying around. Let me see if I can find another one laying around. I don't see another box laying around, so I think it's safe to assume that might be the last one. Yeah, I think that's the last one. It has more packs in it than it's supposed to, because it's actually 2 boxes combined. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's a total of 27 packs. 27 packs in that box. The whole box is 24 packs. Sent for the Starmie Slab. Sounds good. All right, Mr. James. That's a Tammy one. Tammy. Good. Here, let's choose a winner for that giveaway box. Jay Oliver. Thank you, Jay Oliver. Appreciate you being here early. All right. How to get on the chance for the Victini. The Victini is not the giveaway. The Victini is for sale, though. Oh, maybe you're asking how to get into the break. So the break costs $40, and your odds are 1 in 33. Here it is. That's a tournament Victini, by the way. I think I read it was Battle Day Victini or something like that. So here's James Bean sending for the Starmie. He was not kidding. So let's go get this Tammy card. Okay. Very good. Tammy used her store credit on Final Fantasy cards. It was pretty cool. Okay. Plus 204. 221.50. 221.50. Good. Okay. And this goes to you. how's the Final Fantasy TCG sales compared to your Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy set? Well, the Magic the Gathering set's really doing quite well, even considering its unusual price is selling very fast. But sales on regular Final Fantasy packs have significantly increased right now, so there's a lot of interest in it. Some thoughts on that. The price could go up pretty fast because this is a card set that's kind of been like Sleepy Hollow. No one's paying attention to it. You know, like the Opus set, right, by Square Enix. Nobody really pays too much attention to it. It's not in the news all the time. So if all of a sudden everyone's wanting it, prices could change very rapidly. You never know. I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying it's possible for that to happen because a lot of people haven't been directing their money toward it yet. All right. Rudy said Magic is taking over Pokemon. No! Magic is better than Pokemon? Oh, man, I want Magic, not Pokemon. Here's Ghastly. Here's Vibrava. Here's Umbreon. Here's Lycia? Did we talk about the Gold Star Umbreon yet? What about the Gold Star Umbreon? Wait, did it change in price too, the modern one? Let me look it up. PSA 10 Gold Star Umbreon. Let's see. No, he doesn't change in price. He's the same. Scooby-Doo. Why is it showing me all these? I don't want any of these. I just want the 10s. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Okay, is this one? No, that's going to be graded by SGC. That's interesting. I want it, says Emily. What? It went from 150 to 400. Wait, it went from 150 to 400. Quick! I want it. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. That guy right there? I think he's going to 1 million. I'm getting a car soon. You getting a car soon? Wow. We are. Let's see. Do we have a gold star? We got a gold star Umbreon, don't we? Gold star Greninja is ridiculous. Yeah. Gold star Greninja is real crazy. Emily, no. I passed on the Tidus Commander deck. I hope he's not selling too much over MSRP. Me too. I also hope he's not selling for too much over MSRP. Ah, there he is. Found him. So I have one. What did we get ours for? Ugh. Didn't write it down. Okay, let's look it up. Let's see. Well, I really gotta type this in. All right. Gold Star. The man with the golden gun. Looks like we got ours for $258. We bought it in January. Did I buy more than one? Wow. Shows the Greninjas that I bought. Wow. It's really interesting. I wonder if it's worth purchasing another one. I know I'm being real quiet. Streamers are not supposed to be real quiet. Streamers are supposed to be loud and proud. If you're a streamer, you are not allowed to be too quiet. People will be like, why's this guy so quiet? I got mine for $130 3 weeks ago. The Umbreon? All right. What I remember about the Umbreon is you could pull like maybe 2 of them out of a case. And a case of ETBs. Yeah, I would say you get 2, maybe 3 tops. The Charizard was the same deal. You might get about 2 of those Charizards out of a case. And so, I guess he is an Umbreon. I would expect his price to move up a little bit. It's appropriate for the price to move up just because it's gotten quite old. Alright, so now we've got Uriel. He says, I have a sealed base set unlimited pack that I want to send for grading. I would assume you'll find that off stream, a blaster of the NBA Mosaic, and 10 packs of Gloria Team Rocket. I will need a new bag. Uriel Chavez. I don't think I'll be up to see this be open, but pull me something good. Have a good stream. Mr. Uriel. So he wants a blaster of the NBA 23-24. Let's see. Do we have that right here? We're going to start there, Mr. Uriel. Oh. Gold Star Greninja exploding in price. Yeah, that guy got really crazy, actually. The Gold Star Greninja shot up to like $1,200 or something like that. It doesn't really make sense. This. All right. Good. Good. All right. Oh, how nice. Let's start snipping. Baby sugar. Sneep. Good. Snipping this. And snipping this. We're opening a little bit of sports, guys. What do you think of that? We got a little bit of sports on the menu. It's a real thing. I'm looking for Prismatic Evolution SBC, but yours is very costly for me. Oh, really? There you go. I'm sorry, man. Maybe, would you let me give you one for free? I was thinking of giving you one for free. So those are your common cards. Here's Thunder Road. Oh, Cowhee Leonard. It's Cowhee Leonard. And Brandon Podziemski. What? How nice. Let's go ahead and sleeve this up. Okay, welcome to my sports stream, everybody. Did you catch the game last night? Cowhee Leonard was crazy last night. Yep. Okay. So these are just bulk in the front, right? What do we have? We've got De'Aaron Fox, not numbered or anything. And Kobe Buffkin. Oh, yes, Kobe Buffkin. Very nice. Ooh. Oh, wait a second. Let me do this. Emily doesn't watch sports. Huh. What are you, some kind of nerd? Yeah. Everyone cool watches sports. Okay. There's a LeBron James. Okay, you got LeBron James. Very nice. I tell you what I watched today. I watched all the Squid Games. I wish this could be a spoiler stream. We could talk about all the Squid Game episodes. But probably not for the best to do that, because I'll ruin it for you guys. So here's Obi Toppin, Eamon Thompson, and Noah Clowney. Is it really Clowney? Can't wait for my Medua sketch card from PSA. His works is fire. Yeah, I've heard about that guy. I've watched the Medua sketches go for a lot of money. It's very interesting. I could have bought one already. I wasn't so sure about them. I mean, it's kind of a newer thing. Usually what that means, if you're buying them early, usually you win. So maybe his sketches will go for like $1 million in a year or something. However, I'm just slightly uncomfortable with it because PSA has accepted grading sketchings now, right? Medua sketchings are pretty good. Here's my concern. What happens when they start including another guy and another guy and another guy? Because Medua is not the only guy who knows how to draw. Drawing's not like a one-man skill. There's a lot of people who can draw. There's some people who draw really well. And so if that is a trend that catches on somewhat, and Medua does not have some sort of monopoly on it, and it's not really official Pokemon product. I mean, the card he draws on is, but the drawing itself is not official product. I'm just a little worried that is too risky. Here's City. City. Besides that, I'm sure Madua's drawing as fast as he can right now because he's probably up to his ears in requests. And now he's going to charge a lot of money for those, and the people grading them are going to, you know, charge more money than they paid for it, and it's just going to keep going and going and going. That's the other thing. So how many times will he draw these cards, and how will that affect their rarity? It is, ooh. He starts out with a couple Lugias here, a couple Gengars there, a couple Tyrannitars, a couple Chowizals and Rayquazas. What happens by the time there's 200 of them, of each? Because if he decides he wants to do this and just make a lot of money and make a living, and it's not like PSA can now say, okay, we don't grade Maduas anymore, there's too many. So PSA is not going to do that. So Madua can be in a career of drawing Pokemon cards for a long time. And we don't know how long he'll draw them. We don't know how many. We know he's going to get asked for the same ones over and over again. Umbreon, Rayquaza, Gengar, Lugia, Charizard. It's going to be the same popular Pokemon over and over and over and over and over and over again. And so he might be drawing those for the next 20 years before he retires. And then on top of that, PSA may begin allowing other people to send in high-quality sketch cards as well that they also, authenticate. So that could present a market that's expanding really fast. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what his drawings should be worth. They're probably worth something, but $2,000 to $4,000, that could actually be overpriced. Like Karis draws cards. She's definitely an amateur. She's not very, compared to him, she's not very good. She just draws them. It's a casual thing. It's a fun thing. We sell those for like $100. It's TCCG grading. It's just like $100. You got to drop like $4,000 for some of these Madua cards. And I'm looking at it going, are you sure? What if it goes from $4,000 to $3,000? Because I'm not so sure it's going to go from $4,000 to $8,000. It's going to be really hard for anything to go from $4,000 to $8,000. So when I look at them, they just seem really expensive already. And it could be a different kind of problem where when something's new, people accidentally overpay for it. And then later on, it falls in price. So those are my... Soon, Quip sketches will go for a lot, like Madua. Yeah. So that is my opinion on the Madua sketches. They look very nice. Don't forget this part either. He almost always just reuses an already existing artwork. He's not making like original drawings. Often he's just repeating something that's already on an existing Pokemon card. So I like them a lot. I think they're very pretty. So he gets my stamp of approval. I think it's great stuff. The price I'm not so sure about. The price, I look at it and I think there's a lot of things you can do with $2,500 that are going to do well anyways. And, if you're buying a Madua sketch and you got to, it's got to go from 2.5 to 5,000, there's a risk involved there. I'm not so confident that they'll necessarily double to 5,000. And again, every day he draws one, the population just increased. And he doesn't, it's not like Pokemon where there's like a cap on how many cards are going to be printed. He can just keep going forever. But there's a lot of demand. Pokemon's pretty crazy. We'll find out what happens with those. I might really regret not buying an early one. I don't know. It's a very speculative thing right now. They sure look good though, don't they? And that's usually a good sign. All right, here we are. But I've seen things get overbought. I've seen it. Here we are. I think the big thing for me would be like, what is PSA's policy for future artists who might also want to have their drawings authenticated by PSA? If I knew more about what PSA was going to do, I would be more confident with the Madua sketch. Right, like if he was going to have some kind of monopoly on it, I would just go buy one right now. But if he's not going to have a monopoly, if there's going to be other sketch artists that PSA starts authenticating their drawings, I would wait. I would wait. He might not be the most talented artist even. The most talented artist may yet have submitted a card to PSA. So this is a new thing, and it can expand very rapidly. Do you still have Dark Slowbro on the table? Ooh. God, dude, I just paper cut myself. Most dangerous job in the world, Pokemon card opener. These cardboard boxes, the material is like super sharp. Cut myself in an odd part of my finger. Ugh, sucks, man. All right. Bring him, Madura. I heard he will not be doing any more commissions. Nah, come on. People say that kind of stuff all the time. No, no, no more, guys. There's too much greed here. Well, they say that kind of stuff because they realize what they have going on is too good of a thing, and then they doubt it, you know? They go, okay, this is getting too crazy. There it is. No one's holding a gun to his head saying he's not allowed to draw anymore. So if it's a self-imposed, oh, I'm not taking any more commissions, this is my last Pokemon card I'll ever draw, I wouldn't buy that for 2 seconds. Here we are. It's like when people told me, oh, there'll be no more Arita signatures. I was like, are you sure about that? I don't know. Here we are. Snip this. Ow. Man, that hurts, man. That's in an odd spot on my hand. Freaking paper cuts, dude. Paper cuts are like the devil. There we are. All right. God. All right. Well, maybe in the future, but currently it's closed. Probably because he's got a lot of influence and a lot of money being made right now. He may be closing it to try and receive a much higher offer for a drawing. In other words, he might be going, okay, my style here shouldn't be to draw a whole bunch of them rapidly. My style should be to wait for a really expensive client to want to draw one for like $10,000. You know what I mean? Or maybe Madura doesn't want to send his drawings to you anymore. Maybe Madura is going, wait a second, why am I giving these out to resellers? I should just encapsulate my own drawings. So there's a lot of things that can be going on right now. But I highly doubt that Madura is going, see this great thing I got going on for me? Let's just give up on that, and I'll return to obscurity. I'm sure he's not thinking like that. There we go. So there's probably some plan in place. That was not a bad round. Look at that, Uriel. You actually got 3 ARs out of those 10 packs. That's a lot. And you got one of the best ones, the Houndoom. So that's good. So we pulled a nice Houndoom. This is for Uriel. There we go. Okay, he needs a new bag. And then lastly, we need to get his unlimited base set pack and send it for grading. All right. Do I have those all resting somewhere? Yeah, I have those resting somewhere. Sounds like they're testing the water to see how high the demand there before. Well, I'm just saying, like, how many people decide to just instantly retire, you know, within a year of having some sort of breakout popularity? Not a lot of people. So if he's saying, I'm not taking any more, that might just be like, oh, let's drive up the value of my drawings even higher so I can ask for a better commission or something like that. You know what I mean? All right, so let's say 7.25. He's probably got 1 million messages in his inbox, and he's going, oh my God, this is too crazy. He's going, this is too crazy. I don't want anyone anymore. I got enough. All right. And he's probably going to wait for somebody with a lot of money to come in and make a request. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, so I'd be nervous about that one. That one makes me nervous. Here's Carlton Wick's one Pokey Shuffle, but I noticed it. I noticed the Madua drawings about 3 months ago. Just ran in. eBay suggested it to me. That's how I found out about it. It was just eBay. eBay just suggested it. And I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. It is. I believe it was like some sort of Masaki Gengar drawing or something. But then I found out he actually does that drawing over and over again. I said, oh, he draws this more than one time. So, you know, it's one of those things where it looks pretty and you have an urge to click on it and buy it, but you have to be, I think you have to be very level-headed all the time. $20 to Slab-away, Carlton Wicks. Oh, wait a second, we got to finish the other portion of the other guy's order. We got to go get that pack. So Carlton Wicks, 2020, here it is. This goes down to $70. Boom. Uriel Chavez. Let's go get his pack. Don't worry, everyone, in 2 to 3 years, when AI humanoid robots can take all of our jobs, like in WALL-E, we will have universal basic income to use to buy Pokemon cards and other TCG anime cards. I doubt it. I don't think there will ever be universal basic income. I think it goes against the concept of private property and private ownership of things. So I think for UBI to exist, humans will have to give up the idea of sort of like ownership. And really, it's a philosophical thing. I could kind of break it down for you. I'm sure you would love for me to do that because I'm so boring. I really don't think it'll happen. What'll happen is everything will get much cheaper, so that'll be true. But you'll still have to earn money in some way, and it might include going in a back alley and giving a man a kiss. I don't know. So, let's find this pack. Let's find this pack. Where are we going to run into this? Here it is. Probably in here. Ah. That says Uriel Stex. That's not right, is it? So this one says Uriel Stex on it. Why does it say Uriel Stex? Was it originally Stexkowski's pack and then he sold it to you? Let's look up Uriel. Why would it say Uriel Stex on it? According to this, I do not have a Uriel Stex. It's got to be yours then, right? That's got to be the one. I didn't see any other packs in there that had Uriel on it. Checking here as well. Nope, not in here. So I'm going to assume that that one's yours. You'll need to correct it if it's not right, okay? If that's not correct. All right, let's jump back over here. Didn't notice it before, but what does the purple crown with the number mean? It means you're super duper pretty. I'm betting that Stexkowski sold this to Uriel. That's what I'm betting. I don't know, though. That makes me nervous. I wish it was here. It'd be so easy. So, let's just prepare it. Let's just prepare it, okay? It means alpha status. Okay. I got my sketch for free. Nice. Let's grab this. Okay. We're going to say Uriel Chavez, question mark. I'm sure right now at PSA, all kinds of people are pushing to get other drawn cards graded. I'm sure that's a big deal right now, because his cards ended up being so expensive. So, you know, if you can sit down and draw on a Pokemon Energy card and turn it into $2,000, I mean, that's like a whole career for somebody. That's unbelievable amounts of money. It is huge amounts of money. So you can bet your chickens that they're probably working on that right now. Somebody is. I don't know who, but I'm sure somebody is. Do you have any more gold border PSA 10 like your energy retrieval? Hey, what's up, Mr. Daryl? That was a really, really rare card for me to have graded, and also very rare for it to have come back PSA 10. I don't have any more of those, sadly. I wish I did. Look, there's a little sketch card. Here we are. There's Leaving the Nest. And here's Pal Day and Whooper. And here's, so that's a nice little thing, but this is going to go in front of it, Melmetal. Now we have an order of Carlton Wicks. We already took care of that. Thank you, Mr. Carlton. Thank you very much. I'll turn this down a little bit. Do you have any more gold borders? That's a pretty pack. It means alpha status. I think I read all that. Okay, we have Matthew Hiroka. I think I said that right, Hiroka. So, here you go, Mr. Matthew. Nice to meet you. Matthew. Okay. Perfect. There we go. We're meeting a lot of new guys with this Victini break, I noticed. We're getting a lot of new guys because they are very interested in this particular break. It's a product you can't pull out of a normal booster pack, so we've made custom booster packs for it. We're at 18 out of 33. Let's go ahead and count these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wow. 18 Victinis. 18 out of 33 fulfilled. That's really impressive. China money is on another level. Don't sleep on the Chinese card market. I think those will perform well. Yeah, I actually agree. We were talking about that just the other night. Look at this. I got this one great card in Chinese. I guess I'll hold it. This is Latios Alt Art, and it's got the black label. So that's probably my only really big Chinese card, but I think that's good. I spent a lot of money to acquire this. It was very expensive to acquire, and I think I'll just leave it alone. Oh, cool, right? Okay. I traded that one for a signed shekel. You've had that for years, right? I've had it for about 1 year, I think. What do you think that's worth now? Oh, God, it's so hard to grab these slabs if they do not have like a sleeve at the top. There we go. I'm going to take this one off the table. It doesn't have the, it's got a closed sleeve. Here's Roaring Moon. Ooh, rar. For a while, I thought the Chinese cards were not as good production-wise, cheaper, but I guess they are good. Yeah, they're the same quality as the Japanese ones. So they're extremely high quality. It's the other way around. They're really good. Okay, cast form. Team Rocket. Lovely. So it's the end of the month, and we have gotten all these rotated. That's so good. Would you be willing to sell the Plasma Dialga EX? If so, how much will it be, sir? You would be shocked how many people are requesting that card and the Plasma Lugia. Everyone wants to know about the Plasma Lugia, and I've had a lot of people ask about the Plasma Dialga. Let's see if I can locate it real fast. I've always had a lot of cards, right? I've always had a lot of interesting cards. But for some reason, people are really nuts about those two Plasma cards. So there's this really high demand for that year. I don't know what's driving that. Got back then. It's not in this box. Must be in the next box. Let me see if I can find it for you real fast so I can show it off just for fun. Yeah, those cards get asked about all the time. Okay. All right. It's going to be back here. This is Hello Kitty card. Ugh. Hey, do you still have that Hello Kitty card? Looking for it. Where the hell did I put it? It's always so hard to find. I never recall where I kept it. There's a nice Rayquaza. Yeah, what do you think is so special about those cards from Plasma Era? Are they like impossible to find now? Oh, there's that Gold Star Greninja. Oh, there's the Ace of Spade Lily. I was looking for that so I could put it away. I've got all the lilies from the Pokemon Poker. So I do not collect lily cards, but I have a strong feeling about that card going up. And one day I want to sell that so I can buy a card that I do want. We are. All right. I can't find it. We put it somewhere. Might be behind me. Is it behind me? Well, I'll probably show it off later. Although I think the Lugia is actually right over here, isn't it? No? Yeah, I can't find anything, dude. Everything's so like spread about. Let's see. Can't find anything. Oh, here's these two things. Those are still available. Cards PSA wouldn't grade, the 3 Charmanders. Yeah, I can't find anything. I don't know where the hell it's at. What am I even searching for at this point? Ooh. So this guy got him really cheap, and now he's like $1,000. Crazy. You think that's real, or you think that's made up? You know, it's weird with its price being so high now. I bet if we had hosted that break now, people would jump into it. They'd be like, oh my God, I got to get in there fast. I'm going to miss it. Oh, we got these Carddass cards. I think these are really interesting. You think I should sell some of these? Should I collect Japanese Victini promos? You certainly could. I don't know. They're pretty rare. They appear to be pretty rare. They're certainly in demand. Here's the thing. When a card says tournament or anything like that on it, it tends to do well over time. So there will be some speculation of that sort. But I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you. All right, so Julio Chavez Oliveira says, let's finish off the Nikke 27 packs. Thanks. If we get any duplicates, I'd like to donate it. Please. Also, could I just look at my bag? Yes, sir. We can do that for you. Absolutely. Let's get started. Can I see the current Ancient Origins box break list? It's currently up to 9 people, and the pack price is like, what, 132 or something? 140. Up to 9 people, 140 on the list. There we go. All right, here it is. This is for our friend, Mr. Julio. Good luck on those packs. Good luck on those packs, man. Now, we're officially sold out of these Nikke cards. We're sold out of these. Don't try to buy them. We are officially sold out of these. Okay. Fake account shilling the Gold Star Grey Ninja on eBay. Well, yeah, it's interesting because you get a Grey Ninja every time you buy one of those ETBs, right? And so, but here's the deal. He's also really hard to grade. I've graded a lot of those Greninjas. They all turned into 9s. They're just really not that easy to grade 10. And now PSA has even harsher grading standards. So it's possible that there really was some interest in that card. Or maybe it's being targeted by a guy who's sitting on like 50 of them. Maybe he bought like 50 over time. And now he's saying, all right, I'm going to scoop up the market at the same time and drive up the value of the 50 that I've stockpiled. Who knows? Stuff like that is what made me wealthy on RuneScape. I used to play RuneScape, the Grand Exchange. Whoa, you got the mostly naked girl. Here it is. That's a ridiculous card. Leviathan, is that what it is? We are? All right. That is why people like Nikke right there. I threw away so many of those Greninjas. I remember. Whoa! Double signature. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is where it was at. Triple signature! Woo! How's that possible? What? You should have just opened this box the whole time, dude. That was the box. What's here? Here's a holo. All right. Me likey. What? Triple signature. I don't know. Okay. All right. Good. Error box. No, what happened was this was 2 boxes combined, and I was kind of hinting that I suspected there would be double signatures in here. Also, it's possible to receive a box with double signatures anyways. So what's fun is clearly what got combined was a double signature box along with the standard box, and we just got all their signatures out at once. How crazy is that? So you did a good job there, huh? There you go. This is Weiss, right? No, this is not Weiss. We do have Weiss Nikke on the menu, though. People have not been opening it for a little while, so there's some good pulls to pull out of there if you want to go after that. All right. There we go. Here we are. Here we are. That Weiss set came out a little whiles ago, didn't it? Might be time to look into that real fast, see if the prices have changed over time. I like Nikke for 2 big reasons. I think this girl is popular for 2 reasons. Her smile and her great personality. Okay. Can you believe it's Monday already? Jesus. God, dude, the grind. The grind! I never really take days off, so it doesn't make a big difference for me. But, man, I don't like seeing Karis work so much. It kind of makes me sad. Here it is. I don't like that anyone has to work so much. It's like depressing in a way. Okay, here's Red Hat Girl. Okay. There we go. She's got too difficult of a job. Yeah, I should tell her to just retire. We'll just live on less income. Yeah. Ooh. What the hell? What's up with them cheeks, man? Look at them butt cheeks right there. Was she wearing like a thong or something? My God. Okay. I'm on the road. Truck WTF we pulled. There we go. I believe I have Pirate Girl. Just clapped the Everdark boss again. He's too easy now. Ooh, I tried to play the Everdark boss with the team, random team, and we lost. He's that Dark Drift Knight or something like that. I can't remember his name. I thought he was pretty tough, but I don't really understand his moveset, and I'm sure lots of people are still learning it, not just me. But I was just playing with Karis. We were just fighting the normal bosses. Tell me something. So when it comes to the relics, are there ever any good relics? Because I feel like the relics are not that great. We are? Did they ever drop like god tier level relics? Something that you would actually use? I always look at the relics and they're so minuscule. They barely affect things. Start with a little more vigor and a lightning pot. Like, oh wow. The whole game's changed. Yes, there's really good relics. I have ice, poison, and bleed. What? I want ice, poison, bleed. Look at all these cards. Why does he get ice, poison, bleed? Let's take a picture. So we sold through these Nikkes. I'm thinking about not restocking them, maybe. Ah, here it is. All Slabs June. Talking about Slay the Spire. All right. I've started playing the game enough to recognize when somebody's doing a very bad job, sort of like directing the team. You know how somebody tends to do all the directing, like go here, go there. I've started to recognize when that guy's making poor choices. It's like, ooh, why would we go there? That's super inefficient. All right, so these commission cards have had a chance on the table. They're getting their pictures taken. Night Rain. If you want, you could take the pirate girl. I'm going to take her. Thanks for sharing your girl, bro. Here's Gengar. Ooh. I'm going to take her and put her in a jar. Here's Anthony Kalura. And here's Ameril. Oh, didn't you want to see your bag? Here you go. Let's take a quick look at that bag. You got a fat bag. So you got a lot of stuff. You ready? So some of these. No Naga duplicate signature. That's kind of sad. I know you were looking for that. Sorry about that. Technically, I could get more of these. Would you guys like me to actually get more of these Nikkes, these Korean ones? The case sold. So I feel like people were actually enjoying it. There we are. Mister can drop that Ho-Oh to 2 honeys. 2 honeys on the Ho-Oh, guys. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby. Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. Okay. Bag 2 is what we're going to call this. 100 on Zam. Karis and I watched all the Squid Games today. And I got to say, after watching the show, I definitely felt like less happy. Kind of reminds me of that Netflix show Ozark. That's actually based on Lake of the Ozarks as a location. And you watch it because it's, you're like addicted to it. It's like dopamine is scratching that itch in your brain for good content. It's good content. But you watch it, and by the time you're done watching it, you just like feel bad. You're like, ugh, I feel terrible. Oh my God. Ooh. Look at that American Eagle. I'm getting all patriotic for some reason. We are. Okay. The chocolate feet girl. I heard Squid Game 3 was a flop. Yeah, I gotta say, it's the worst season. I'm not going to do any spoilers. Go watch it if you haven't watched it. It's on Netflix. It is by far the weakest season of the 3. I thought season 1 was the best. Season 2 was not as good as season 1, but I thought it was really good. I really liked season 2. Very watchable, a lot of great moments. Very memeable. Season 3 was just sort of like... it was almost like I was watching a scary movie mostly. And there's a lot of depressing takes in that movie. Just very depressing all the time. Yeah, it was all very bitter. The whole thing was bitter. And it got much darker than I thought it would at times. So it was the tone was very, very gruesome. Actually, it felt like they broke one of their own rules with the way they designed the games in Squid Game. So I felt that one of the games was a little too just straight up violent. Instead of being more about the game, it was more about violence. I didn't like that. What show y'all talking about? Depressing and darker. Sign me up. Season 3 was like when the ending to Game of Thrones. It's always like that, right? It's always the first season that hits. After that, it starts getting ass. Well, it wasn't the repetitiveness, though. like, I still really enjoy the feeling of it. I still enjoy the brand. I wasn't tired of the Squid Game brand. Oh my God, I've heard this song 5 million times, dude. You guys have probably heard that song 5 million times with me too. So it's like clown music, right? Like I'm at the carnival. Anyways, I wasn't tired of Squid Game, so I was ready for more Squid Game. It's just the tone got darker and like more frustrating. It wasn't so philosophical as much as it was just straight up depressing. Yeah, so anyways, let me have a sip of this. Squid Game 1 had these really amazing moments that were really thoughtful and interesting and surprising. But this one, not as surprising, just kind of dark. All right. I need a new season for the boys. Oi, Huey. When are we giving away the booster box? Because I am impatient. Right now. All right, guys, let's get somebody in this booster box. You ready? We've got Troy Malice. Mr. Troy. Here you go, Troy. All right. Congratulations. I was expecting more of it. Only 6 episodes. I didn't like... So here's a bit of a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler, though. It's something you might have assumed anyways. I didn't like that the ending kind of pretty much told you they're going to make Squid Games for America. So that's sort of... Do you think that's a spoiler? I don't think that's really a spoiler. They're probably going to make a show with American celebrities in it, and it's going to be here in America or something like that. I didn't like that at all. They hinted at that right at the very, 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 very end. You know, one of those. And I don't know. I feel like part of the reason I like Squid Game is because it's not American. That's the whole reason it's enjoyable. So I'm trying to imagine. I mean, it's possible. It's possible America makes something good, but man, I do not have faith. No. That's a spoiler, mister, but now that you brought it up, I saw that coming. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, who doesn't expect more Squid Game? There's going to be more. But, so they suggest the show's going to be American, and, yeah, I don't know about that. Sounds terrible. So, let's see. We have Anthony Zanardi, $40 to my Umbreon Slab-away. Mr. Anthony, let's get you. Boom, all right. Okay. 5 packs of History of Z. You got it. 5 packs of History of Z. Ending boo. That's a spoiler, mister. I have a PSA 9 old cert and a PSA 9 new cert, Crystal Nighter King. I'm selling my 9 because the 8 is better condition. Oh, I see what you're saying. Buy the grade, not the card. How you join free booster box. You go, me. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's what you ordered. You ordered 5 of them. Ta-da! I did my job today. Yay! I'm so good. All right, are you guys ready for the table to fill up only with hot, high-end cards? I am. Go, snipping that. Snip of this. Snip of one of these. There we go. Ooh. Here's Chi-Chi. Unexpected Encounter. Why is Chi-Chi almost naked? Okay, here's a rocket built for one person. That is a big looking card, man. Okay. Sir, where are you based at? I'm based and pokey-pilled. I live next to Liver King. God, that guy's crazy, isn't it? Mister, don't forget to lower that price of the ho-oh. Oh, right. You can lower it to 150. Ah, ooh, okay, let's get that done. 150, that's very enticing, I think. There are. Janemba, Confrontation. Okay. Oops. Jiren, Final Form. Not Jiren. And, now if I understand correctly, History of Z is a Dragon Ball set with an actual numbered card in it. Is that right? There you go. Okay. For our good friend, Anthony Zanardi. And he's got a box. Because he was here yesterday night. He was taking good care of us. He was opening lots of packs. Thank you, Mr. Anthony. Hope you guys are having a great night. How was your weekend? Did you guys do anything nice over the weekend? We didn't really do anything. We have really boring weekends. We don't do much. Pokemon logo. So here is the Ho-Oh. We're going to lower that to 150. Ooh. Boring weekend. Yeah, it was raining real bad out here. Can't do much when it's raining, can you? Oops. There it goes. Oops. 150. The flame. 6.25. Oh, I should say 7.25. 7.25 now, guys. It's July now. Speaking of which, let's go into our Discord server and make a July channel. Okay. Duplicate. We're not going to call it, we are not going to call it the featured channel anymore. We are going to call it the Pricey channel. Pricey July. All slabs June, Pricey July. That's what we got going on, okay? All right. Did they find out who was shooting the firemen in Idaho? Oof. That sounds really awful, doesn't it? Just saying that just sounds awful. Okay. So, let's see what we got here. This actually goes back up for a minute. We got this nice numeral. He's going to be repriced real quick. Helped clean house. Girlfriend's family is visiting. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Comment got deleted. Oh, what's this, broken? Work for me, damn it. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So here's a nice numeral. PSA 10 numel. Deoxys. Let's just see if he's changing in price. He might be changing in price. He is a card that is from the EX Deoxys set. And he is now $400. No longer $300. He is now $400. That's pretty crazy. Okay. Oh, I did it again, didn't I? I said 6.25. Time to say 7.25. Anime was timed out by Nightbot. What? You got auto-modded, dude. Crazy. Wonder what you said. It is. That's fun to watch, isn't it? Okay, 7.25. Numeral. Except for one spot in the Final Fantasy and the Victini. You got it. Those are good ones. Okay, LaFlame. LaFlame. Good. Okay, how do you think markets are going to be in the morning? You think the markets are going to be good? We are. I don't think there's too much crazy stuff going on in the news, other than these firefighters getting shot. There we go. Yeah, I haven't heard much from the Middle East. Weird for it to be so quiet even. Okay, I think markets will be good in July. Here is our Murkrow Reverse Hollow. It's a cool card. Murkrow. Sky Rigged. He remains the same price. Good. Now we have Bulbasaur. All right. Let's see this. Excuse me. There are no Quest Bulbasaurs, so I will continue to sell this one for 670. His population is 3. He's quite rare. Okay, now you have in front of you a table full of pricey cards. We just finished Mr. LaFlame's order. Thank you, LaFlame. Let's update the Victini, by the way. Ticking up to 19. Thank you for that. Okay, so Victini at 19, everybody. It's one of those things where it's probably worth taking a shot at it all the time. Here's Tim Tran, and he says 6 packs, black or white. I'm going to grab these black packs. They're right next to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6. Mr. Tim. I want to add to it. Who wants to add to it? Is Victini still going? Yes, he is. Victini's still going on. It's a fresh round. We're up to 19 out of 33 spots despite that. So the first round finished. That was a lot of spots. And now the second round is running. A lot of interest in that one card. There's Amogus, Meloetta. We got Zekrom. Okay. Oh, I remember I got to open up a return on one of the Victinis. Oh, that's so stressful. Here's this. Good. Oops. All right. Grabbing this. Grabbing this Mulga. Look at that Mulga. And he's got a little fruit in his hands. It's so cute. So yeah, Mulga Master Ball. That wasn't too bad. I think he got a full art and a Master Ball, so that's pretty good, actually. Now, that was for our friend Tim. Thank you, Tim. Tim with the TI. Tim Harrison, Mr. Tim. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. We had this Pop 1 Arcanine priced at $300. He is from the Koro collection. I guess I'll just stick to that price. He didn't sell. He's population 1. I don't know. Don't know what to think about that. Oh, we got Carddass Vulpix. Actually, I'm going to keep this Carddass Vulpix. I'm going to set that over here. Goodbye, Vulpix, Vulpix. Okay. Now we have this card right here. We have Quest Pikachu. I'm open-minded to selling the Quest Pikachu, but I would like a pretty hefty amount on it. Oops. All right, let's see. Let me see if Quest Pikachu exists online. Quest Pikachu's not available. All right. Population 2. Okay. All right. There he is. We have an order from Miss 6, Final Fantasy Break. You're going in. Here you go, 6. Okay. Oh, that's a Victini. Make sure we put this in the right thing. So that puts 3 people in the Final Fantasy Break. There's room for 4 more people. Ah, this Gengar. So I had this Gengar at 3,000. I might just keep that because Gengar is ridiculous. He is one crazy card. Okay, we're keeping him at 3K. That is a Pop 4 Gengar you might be interested in owning. Very few people own it, clearly. Here is a Oaks Findings from Pokemon the Movie 2000 for $400. I might just keep it at that price. Next up, we have an order from Justin. He says 1 Gem 2 box, 8 Poke Shuffles. Gem 2 box and Poke Shuffles. You got it, man. Let me do this real fast. Clicking on this. God, why does it do this? I'm trying to log into PayPal here. What's wrong with Ditto? Is it really asking me? God damn. Okay. Oh my God. I'm getting 100 security questions. Ah, there it goes. Worked. What do you think about the Chinese EIF baby Pokemon cards? EIF? I don't know. So let's go get that Pokemon Gem 2 box real fast. It's way over here. I feel like I should keep a couple closer by, you know, because it's such a popular set. There we go. Lovely. All right. Whew. All right. 3 boxes of Gem 2 and 50 Poke Shuffles. You got it. Okay. We got a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good luck. Okay. Here's Ting Lu. You got Ting Lu, the most popular Pokemon in the box. Everyone wants a Ting Lu. I don't know if you've heard, but Ting Lu's kind of a hot right now. He's the big thing in the Pokemon hobby. Here he is. Okay, Ting Lu. Apparently he's supposed to be worth 34, but I keep putting him in the box for less and less. It's Cameron. What's up, Cameron? He's my favorite guy. What do you think about the Chinese? You should have it on your menu. It's a nice set. Tell me more about it, Mr. Jod. Tell me more about it. All right. Here you go, Justin. Good. Remember Louis? Yeah, he's still a active customer. Did you know that? He comes in from time to time and actually buys stuff. Not all the time. He just kind of pops in and out here and there. Ready? All right. He bought a Burning Shadows Charizard for $3,000 from me. And then he bought... there you go. All right. And then he bought... What did he buy after that? He bought 2 Mickey Mouse slabs from me. Bubblegum Mickey Mouse. Those cool bubblegum Mickey Mouses. We chat started bashing the whole topic, and then all of a sudden the stream ended. Ha 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 ha. We are. All right. Very nice. Can you tell me, real kid, and this is my rhythm game channel, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Hey, I'm okay. Look up EIF baby Pokemon. I'm not looking that up. You can't make me look it up. All right. Snipping this. Very good. That's not the name of the set, is it? Is the name of the set actually EIF? About Chinese premium boxes with the Zardy, Blastoise, Venusaur, and Gardevoir themes. Yeah, I want those now. Cold. Flareon. Espeon. Gotcha. There's a little Eevee. Here's a little Umbreon. Here's another little Umbreon. How nice. How's the Final Fantasy pack break work? One guy gets 2 booster packs. Your odds are 1 in 7. Well, let me contact this guy real fast. All right, there we go. Messaging a supplier. Here's... Oh, Glaceon. EIF aren't official. I think your customers will like them. Here's this. So have you fought Lagai, Chris, yet in Monster Hunter Wilds? Oh, that came out I have not done that. I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring, to tell you the truth. I mean, a lot. Playing it a ton. Monster Hunter has released Lagai Chris. How fun is it? Are people loving it, or are people going, eh? Here's Flagrant. And here's Vaporeon. It's Vaporeon. No, not the freaking blink again. Afraid you're going to get the crown again. Oops. Okay, there's Vaporeon. Here's Sleeveon. And here's Glaceon stamp. 3 stamps popping out. Is it 3 or 4? Plenty of stamps. There we go. I ought to grade some of these Chinese stamp cards with just Cardconomist grading, because it's so expensive to grade with PSA, and these are so not rare. They're actually really common. I don't think anyone would care. Like, would you guys actually care if one of these was graded in a TCC slab? There's a bazillion of them. They're all over the place. And it's not like a super rare card. It's kind of a common card. You get like 4 a box. I didn't do some encapsulations like that and then just give them away or something. Maybe we could do something like I can sell 1 for cash and then give away like 3 of them, but the 1 for cash pays for the supplies of encapsulating. An idea like that. There we are. Because it does cost money to run the encapsulator. So that was for our friend Justin. French. Justin. New bag, Justin. Starting you a new one. Okay. That sucks. Was it yesterday's cup? My God, I just drank out of the wrong coffee cup. No! You drank the old coffee. Ew. Yep, Capcom actually did it again. What did Capcom do? They put in underwater combat. If you're surprised, they actually have a puzzle thing where they have different things of how you cannot kill, not from underwater combat. Wait, what? They put in underwater combat. They brought underwater combat back? That's so crazy. They actually have a puzzle thing where you have different things of how you can kill not from underwater combat itself. At least it wasn't drinking tobacco. I've done that before. It's even worse when the cigarette butts are in. At least you didn't drink your spit from tobacco. Ew. Yuck. Steven Gonzalez is next. He says, for OP11, Japanese 4 packs. Okay, Japanese OP11. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Snipping this. By the way, that reminds me, I ordered a Gem 2 case, and I don't think that ever arrived. I ordered that a while back. Hold on, let me see this real fast. Wait, I'll look it up on my phone real fast. I gotta know why that hasn't arrived. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna have to contact this person. He doesn't. It appears it's not on the way. Okay. The typo is weird. I'm sorry, but I'm actually in my phone typing. You're in your phone typing. That's unheard of. Steven Gonzalez, let's get you some cards. You've got a Holo Girl, and you've got a Holo, and you've got a Holo Girl, and you've got an SP. Is it an SR? I think it's called an SR, right? No, are those called SPs? Tossing that. Okay, they're called SRs. So there you go. Ooh, wow, these One Piece cards are so good. Wow, these Harry Potter cards are so cool. Okay. All right. I didn't know Gandalf was so cool in Harry Potter. Good. I wonder why the Chinese art looks so good. I wonder what the artist did them, but I don't understand Chinese. Time to learn. Okay, let's rotate. Here's the manga break. The quest sticker break. Poltergeist. Sylveon. Bulbasaur. Annihilate. Slack off. Ooh. Let's take a quick picture of these. Okay. Wow, we have quite a few commission slabs. Don't know if you guys noticed that, but we've got quite a few of them. Okay, done with that. Kyle Summers wants 2 Pokey Shuffles. Kyle Summers. Ready, Kyle? Andy Man says, my girlfriend's family's coming to visit and stay in our tiny home. 1, 2, 3. You got automodded Autobots. Roll out. 2 cold ones. Ooh. Sorry, Kyle. That's 2 cold ones. What do we have over here? That's 70. Seems kind of high, doesn't it? It's not high, though. It's from an expensive set. That's what's going on. Okay. Two, it's me, Peter Griffin. Get some fresh slabs from the Pokey Shuffles, huh? Let's start with this one. So this Petch run is 6 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starting there. Pecharunt. 10. Gotta love Pecharunt. Renny Moo Pokemon cards look pretty cool. Wait, I want some Renny Moo Pokemon cards. Where's my Renny Moo Pokemon cards? Victory Bell, which will be 12 spots. Victory Bell's good. Okay. Bell, 10. The Umbreon one is funny. They're pretty expensive. Renny Moo. Where's my Renny Moo cards? Okay, here's Machop. So this Machop should be pretty expensive. He's an actual hit pull. Look, he's a holographic from this set. That's EX Hidden Legends. He's an odd card because he's like in this category. He's in this category where he's not Charizard and he's graded 9 and he's a little expensive. So those can be hard to move sometimes. Is. Yeah, these Silver Tempest Lugias for Slab-away. Maybe. Actually, I have a couple of them. I could probably afford to put one in Slab-away. Okay, here's a nice Suicune. Real simple. There it goes. Oops. All right. There we go. I watched a show on Prime called Jury Duty, a little comedy improv series that actually had me laughing. What? No, you didn't. He's tricking us. Okay, there you go. A couple more Pokey Shuffles there. Now, how about Mr. James? 1 spot in the Team Rocket Vintage Pack for James Beam. Here you go, James. Mr. James. We got short wait times, guys, if you like short wait times. I feel like short wait times is a really nice thing. You wait too long for your order, and it's just like, come on, when do I get to see my stuff? Okay, let's see how deep this is. Are you ready? How much is the Mew Break and spots left? Oh, the Mew Break's good. So this is up to 5. 5 out of 11. 6 more people for that. Now, the Mew Mega Break is the largest break on the table. It's this guy right here. You can buy in at $400 a spot, or you can buy in at $40 a spot. They both give you a chance for the Mew. Here's the list for the 40 a spot. So what happens is, these are 40 each, 10 spots adds up to 400. One person gets pulled on this list and added over here as if they bought one of these. Okay, that's what's going on. So you can buy directly in, or you can buy a spot over here, whatever you want. That's the Mega Break, and that's a big Mew. Very cool. Okay. We have an order now from Ryan Petrzinski. Gengar Carddass Slab-away. If not available for Slab-away, then store credit. Oh, yeah. All right, so that is a very special Gengar. I happen to have 2 of them. Now I have 1 of them, and you've got the other one. Okay. That's a really big Slab-away, Mr. Ryan. Okay, there we go. And we're going to say SA here for Slab-away. And I'll set that up there. We're going to say July 25, Ryan Peter. Wait, I got to spell this right. Hold on. Craning my neck over. Okay, we're going to say PSA 10, Carddass, Gengar, $3,000. You sent over $250, right? And so we keep 20 of that. That's sort of like the loan fee almost, right? Like $20 to rent it for 6 months. It's like that, right? Minus $230. So $230 gets applied directly to the card. $2,770 remain. That's 2,770. That's what remains. All right. That's a big one. I'm telling you guys, when I put up Gengar on this table, he does not last. He is gone very quickly. Gengar stays up here for a minute. He is always very popular. Okay. Pikachu's not bad either. I think you wanted the other Gengar. What other Gengar? There was another Gengar on the table? Oh, it's the other one. Let me read about it. Hold on. Give me a second. I thought that was the big one. Gengar Carddass. Oh, yes, we do have that, though. Okay. So there's a red one and a green one. Which one did you want? Okay. No problem at all. We'll just put this right back here. There's 2 of them. There's a pricier red one for $4,100 and a cheaper green one for $2,700. You know, I forget this. I think of this as Quest Gengar. It's Carddass Gengar. Oh, I only saw the green one. You have a red one? We have a red one. It costs quite a bit more. Red ones go for a little more. Oh, maybe I don't have a red one. What would I have done with it? Would I have taken it down? No. Where is he? Was he in the center? There's the green one. All right, so, and there's the red one. Now, here's the deal between the red and the green one. They're both really good, and most people just collect both of them. The red one's considered slightly more desirable, maybe because red was associated with Charizard and green was associated with Venusaur. But you take it away, and it's just, either way, it's a really nice card. Here it is. Green is fine for now. Original all one. Anyway, I only care about red when Charizard. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's why I bought them. I bought the green one because I also don't care that much about strictly having red ones. So let's set this up. Let's see. Let's jump over here. Wait. Yeah, let's jump over here. So the good part is I will not have to write your name twice. Carddass Gengar Green. Now we're going to say 2,700 minus 230, right? $230. Close this. 2,470 remains. Boom. All right. Whew. Boy, my iPad runs out of battery almost instantly when I unplug it. That's no good. Kind of makes me sad. There you are. And we'll grab this. Here it is. Let's write that name back up. You got it, Mr. Ryan. Back in the day when I acquired my very first Gengar from this collection, they were as cheap as $1,000. You won't find them like that ever again. They're too cool. I call these the Game Boy Gengars. So I call this Carddass Game Boy. Everyone's got different terms for it, I'm sure. But look at this. Oh yeah, that's the sprite from the actual Game Boy games. So for anyone with real nostalgia for the games, that is a very nice thing to own. This, okay. So you have $2,470 remaining on this card. That's not very much. You could be done with that in like a week. Okay, very nice. They did underwater interactions differently, but it's going to be like a puzzle, like I said. But it will be like, for example, rhythm games where you connect the patterns together and complete it. Oh, okay. I love Carddass, but hard to find in good condition and hard to tell online raw. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Well, I've been buying Carddass for like 4 years. Yeah, if you're buying them raw off the internet, you're doing it wrong. You're definitely going to get ripped off. All right. We have Matthew Hill, Final Fantasy Break. Matthew Hill's jumping in the Final Fantasy Break. Here you go, Matthew. All right. And we have Jonathan Lewandowski, Final Fantasy Break. Oh, man, I wish I had more of this Final Fantasy. I wish I had it so bad. Oops. I started writing Final Fantasy on that card. Here it is. Jonathan Lewandowski. Whew. Those ASCII names can get really long, huh? Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 spots remain. How much is Final Fantasy Break? Is that for Magic the Gathering? Yes, it is. $40 for 1 in 7 chance for 2 booster packs. That's how much it is. All right, so here's a nice Wigglytuff. Did I not just sell one of these? I can't remember. Did I just sell one of these Wigglytuffs? I don't think I did I? But here's a nice one. So let's quickly look this up. Okay, let's see. Crystal Guardians. Okay. This card will move to $350. Slightly higher than before. Oh, I did. I wrote down 6, so 7.25. And this card is super rare. All right. Population on this beautiful Crystal Guardians Reverse Wigglytuff is, you're not going to believe it, there's a lot of them. There's a whole 12 of these in the world. This is Pop 12 Wigglytuff from Crystal Guardians. Okay, Ryan. Good. Ryan was just making sure we grabbed the right one. Steven Gonzalez says 2 black packs and 6 OP11s. You're right. Okay. These 2 right here and OP11s. Hope you're having a great night. Still working and going to tune in. Love seeing that new stuff. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Soup. Guys, holding the box a little too tight there. underwater interactions, huh? Meaning you jump underwater, but it's not like true combat. It's like a mini game underwater. Is that right? Okay. Good. Good. Okay. So if you feel like playing the update someday, and if you feel like it's too much for you to try out the new underwater interactions yourself, it's totally up to you if you want to do the update. I probably should. I bought the game, so I feel like I probably should. You know, it's weird, though. I'm enjoying Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm enjoying Elden Ring Night Reign so much. I kind of just want to keep playing that a little bit. Here's this. Yo, that looks good, man. Oh, that's a cool card. Look at that, everybody. Oh, yeah, that one might be gradable. Here's an SP. Lucky Steve. And yes, you are correct on that. Leaving this. I don't have my streaming set up in my room anymore. My wife stole the Xbox so that she could play some Elden Ring with me. So I gotta go wrap it all back up and bring it all back in here to stream. There we are. Maybe after we move, I'll have like a much better thing ready for streaming. All right. Very good. Ooh. That's for Steven Gonzalez, Mr. Steven. Let's see. What do we do with you, Steven? Oh, you were shipping out. I'm going to start you a new bag at this point, Steven. We are. All right. You got some big cards shipping out tomorrow. And we are still waiting for a reply from the Steve Gonzalez. I sent him money on PayPal, and I sent him a email telling him that I want to get in touch. So we're just hoping he reads that email or sees the PayPal message very soon. Was wondering if you can help me get my hands on Team Up Sun and Moon. Team Up? Yeah. Like a booster box? What are you talking about? I don't even want to get a hold of that set. That set's way too expensive. That set's crazy, bro. That's a break. Nobody's jumped into it, but we will not be removing that one on the table. That one's permanently on the table until it's gone. There's Scizor. Here's Fan P. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. This illustrious Ceruledge. Okay, now we have Andrew A. Martin, 1 Victini, 1 Giovanni Skirdos. You got it. You got it. Okay. Thank you again for that. No problem, man. I'll warn you that the Sergios is going to be in the update, and you will not like it at all. Sergios. Remind me, what are the Sergios? Martinez. Were they in World? Okay. So Victini. The name is familiar. I played GU, and I played World, and I played Monster Hunter Rise. So the name, I must have heard it somewhere. Sergios. Monster Hunter Wilds, Sergios. Images. Oh. I'm pretty sure I fought this in Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter GU. Long time ago. Okay. Have you thought about selling Pogs? Law, bring them back. Yeah, Pogs. Packs or booster box either. I just have a good friend's birthday coming up. I'm afraid I don't really have anything special laying around when it comes to that particular set. I don't like dealing in that set. It's too expensive. It's like at the price level of a true vintage box, and yet it's just from Sun and Moon. Like, I don't know. It kind of scares me, but it It defies reality. All right, so let's look for this. Let's look for this Gyatro-dos. Gyat! So we know what that is. We know what those two are. It must be over here, right? There's a Charizard. That's the Carddass, guys. Victini, Mega. Weird. Weird. Where is it? Where's the Gyarados break? Well, I suppose we don't have to... oh, yeah, we probably do, actually. Here's that. Here's the Mega. Here's the Victini. So strange. I don't see it on the table. I didn't pull it down. The Gyarados has a tag on it, right? Sure it does. I actually can't remember the tag for it though. It does not. Oh, it does have a tag. It was folded over. All right, mystery solved. There it goes. It's the Pokeball break. Got it. So many breaks. So here he is. Mr. Andrew Martinez joins the break. There it is, 4. Can't believe we went crazy for little circle pieces of cardboard with the 8-ball and skulls and toxic written on them. That shows that the same thing could be happening with the Labubus. I keep running into Labubu shops. I can't believe it's a thing. I think it's really stupid. And I could not discourage people more from staying away from that. Yeah, stay away from that stuff. That looks like nonsense to me. Okay, there we go. The Labubus feel exactly the same way. Luis Gonzalez, Victini break. You got it, Mr. Luis Gonzalez, going into the Victini break. Oops. All right. Let's grab this guy and this guy. Mr. Distracted per usual. Wait. Martin. Not Martinez. Why'd I write Martinez down? 1, 2. I wrote down Martinez. What the hell? Must be working with a lot of Gonzalez's and such. My brain's in that mode. There we go. All right. How's that look? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we're up to 21 on these. That's so funny. Did you write my name wrong? I would never. I would never. You know me. You know me. They call me TCC, who has never made a mistake while live. I wrote you down as Martinez. It is. All right. You're Latino now. You're Latinx. Toss that in there. All right. I'm Italian, but I do love Spanish food. It's really funny when you think about it. Okay. There we go. We are caught up. All caught up, guys. We are caught up. There's no orders in the queue. Wanted to get caught up there. So let's rotate these. We've got Umbreon Master Ball. Paris. Here's, oh, I got a person in it. This is a double-sided Hello Kitty card, $40 break. It's actually pretty nice. I originally had this at like $120. Now it's at $80. Look at that. So we've had a couple of these Hello Kitty cards go off as breaks. Charmander, Chikorita for $60. And Aggron. Ooh, Aggron. Nice. Good. So let's grab a new thing, shall we? That is Noctowl. Free Palestine. You don't even hear about Palestine anymore. It's all about Iran. They cannot be having a good time over there, man. It probably sucks ass over there. It's probably so awful. It is. Noctowl. Okay. I hope there's peace in the Middle East from here on out. I doubt there will be, but one can dream. So this will be 35. There it goes. Pokey shuffle. 35 will be 7 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Habibi, no politics here. Actually, our artist did a IDF chant that made headlines recently. The concert had to put out an apology. IDF chant. What's an IDF? 1, 1, 4. Knocked out. 10. There it goes. Iran and Israel. Kiss now. Yeah. There it goes. Very good. Now kiss. Here's an Iron Thorns. Let me know when Mewtwo and Piplup cards show up. You know, when nice cards show up, there's no warning, and then they just sell out real fast. So you gotta keep your eye on the table sometimes. Cards come and go real fast. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you got some interesting cards you'd like for me to sell on the table for you, it's not too hard. You just mail your cards and that's it. And then I write you a store credit. And if you want to have that store credit turn into cash, we can cash you out. 70% is what the payout is if you want cash. 73% if you want store credit. It is. It's very convenient. Here's another knockdown. My EX era slabs for 300 or less. Any EX era slabs for 300 or less. What's an EX era slab? You mean like the Gold Star era? I think it's better to call it Gold Star era because EX era kind of runs for a while, right? Like why call it EX? It could be called the Ruby Sapphire era. That would make sense too. So Ruby Sapphire era, Gold Star era. I like Gold Star, by the way. I feel like that really, punches an understanding right into the person's mind. Gold Star era. This Chikorita card right here, this is from the Gold Star era. There you go. See, now you understand. Now this is Team Magma. Same deal. I believe this is also Gold Star era. It's a Ruby Sapphire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is. Does the value of each card have to be a certain dollar amount for you to take it in? Well, I mean, I guess I wouldn't want too much junk. Most people like to send in junk. So if you got a bunch of $5 slabs. But there's not a lot of rules on what can and can't be done. We're just kind of making the rules up as we go at the moment. So if something really becomes a problem, we can make up a rule later. But right now, we're just taking submissions from people. I can tell you, if you send me a junky card, there's a good chance it just sits over here a long time, and that's it. Never really sells. Unless you're willing to drop the price for everyone. Then sometimes it does sell. This is Mr. Anthony Haymeyer's Vaporeon. Let's do a check on that price. So you do not have any I could buy for 300 or less besides the Chikorita. I don't have like a memory of everything I have for sale. You can check everything that's for sale in our Discord server. We have an All Slabs channel where we take a picture of everything. So you can go kind of scrounge through those pictures if you'd like. But I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I don't even know what it means, really. So you want something from the EX era. You mean the Gold Star era? Is that what you mean? That's why I was asking. 205. I mean, we have like a EX Deoxys Numeral Reverse Hollow for 400. Oops. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this card from Anthony Haymeyer. Thank you, Anthony. You sold me a nice card. Okay. Appreciate it. I thought I cleared it up. Not the Gold Star era. Oh, I might have missed that. That era, but I mean the entire era. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I'm sorry. I missed that message. Yeah, it's curious. A lot of people are after those cards, so it's really fascinating to see it because a little while ago, was Anthony a cash guy or was he a store credit guy? I think he was a cash guy. So you gave $58 for that? Okay. So Anthony at 163. Do you use TCG or eBay and just slabs or raw cards? What? What's your question? All right. we're going to say number 205 of the Vaporeon. 10 minus 5. Okay, so this will be a -5 card for trade-ins. Oh, I see your question now. Now I get it. Okay, so you're talking about that other subject we were talking about. We use cheapest buy now prices. Cheapest buy now prices. That's how we do all the things on the table. Yeah, we just do cheapest buy now. There we go. You, as the owner of the card, you also have the ability to kind of ask that a card price get changed. Typically, what you can ask for is a reduction in price to help it sell faster. If you want a heavy increase in price over the buy it now, I might say, sorry, you got to sell that on eBay then. We are. All right. Because we kind of stick to a certain feeling on the table most of the time. Most of the time it's reliably at the buy it now price. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a nice Joker Ekans. All right. I've been buying them for about 10 years raw, but now I'd like to get some graded. Rocket Returns holds are what I'm really after. Ooh, would you like to see my Rocket Returns collection? That's always fun. Poker 10. I'm a big fan of Rocket Returns myself. I'm like a huge Rocket Returns fan. I was buying those in the year 2019. I was buying the graded ones in 2019. This. That or 2020. It was one or the other. I don't remember. It was one of the earliest things I was buying, because back then I was buying Rocket cards, and I ran into the Rocket Returns collection. I'm like, what's this? I just started buying some. This. Okay. So that went into the box, $5 cheaper. That's nice when we can do a little cheaper. I'm going to buy that card from Anthony Kalura. That's it. Okay. We're doing some purchases on table slabs here. I'm buying some of these slabs from people. Now, what is this? Was that actually not Jonathan Morris's order that we were having trouble with? Hold on, let me see. Anthony. Mistress, the reason I've been buying so many Rocket Returns. Anthony Kalura. Oh, yeah. We accidentally wrote that on the wrong card. That's so funny. So that would have gone on a John Morris card, but I wrote it down on Anthony Kalura's card for some reason. How strange. Wonder why I did that. You know, I was thinking about that earlier. I remember when I found out it was Jonathan Morris's card, I was like, wait, didn't I give that to actually Anthony? So that was not correct. So, oops, let's jump in here. We're going to say 30 times 0.73. So you're going to get about $22 for that. So 75 plus 22. 97. Wow, nice. Okay, there it is. Okay. Now this one seems to have a little crack on the surface right here. I don't like that. I bought it at full price from Mr. Anthony Kalura, and now I'm going to sell it for, let's say, 20. So this is going into the Poke Shuffle as a $20 card. Oops. Just to help it get out of here. It's a nice card. The card inside of the holder is not affected. You can see it's not affected. Okay. I don't know why it has a crack there. I don't know if it was like that when I received it, or if something happened to it. I don't know what could have happened to it, but because we're not that rough for the slabs at all, so I don't get it. Saru Ledge. It's just plastic after all, isn't it? It's just plastic. All right. Good. That's gone. Ooh, isn't that nice? Sonic. The signature on this card is the actual voice actor for Sonic. You see that? Supersonic. That signature, Roger Craig Smith. So this is 1.5 thousand, PSA 9, 1993 vintage Sonic card with the actual voice actor for Sonic on it. For a Sonic collector, this is a big deal. Some of you guys might not be Sonic collectors, though. It's a really niche thing, so, but it's up here. It's a nice thing to show off. I'm definitely late for the booster box. Jay, you're so late for the booster box. Let's see who's getting into the booster box next. All right, we've got Asgardid. That's Danny, right? Danny Santamore. And Onetic. 16, 17, 18. Let's just roll for the last 5, right? Okay, you guys ready? So 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we go. All of the last 5. Landing on 6. That is Ivan Rodriguez. Ivan Rodriguez got a free box. Here goes. Should we hold these and make sure that the person actually is in the stream before we open them, you think? All right. Hello. I also want. Jay also wants. What? Jay? What would you like, Jay? What can I get for you? This is one a whole box for Ivan Rodriguez. This was donated by Andy Man. A whole booster box. How cool is that, guys? Put me in my own giveaway. Oh, you actually made it into the giveaway? How did they get in on that box? Well, did you see how the box said Andy on the front? That's a keyword. You actually have to type that into the live chat. You have to say Andy. See how everyone else was saying Andy? They were typing that in to get into the giveaway. Then Nightbot chooses the winner. But if you don't do the keyword, Nightbot will not choose you. There we go. Zard incoming. That's right. There is a Charizard in this set. Cross your fingers for it. Ivan Rodriguez. We like Ivan. He's been very good to me. He bought a lot of slabs over time, so we really like Ivan. Whimsicott. Cold. Rachu. Cold. Hollow. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Cold. Collecting raw rocket returns. You know, I feel like there's been some YouTubers who have repeatedly sort of talked about how you shouldn't collect graded cards. I strongly disagreed with that. I always felt you definitely should be collecting graded cards. And I feel that over time, anyone who took that advice to only buy raw and do binder collections instead of saving up and buying a solid PSA 10 really missed out on a huge transformation of wealth. So hopefully you did not take that advice and just stick to raw cards. Hopefully you bought lots and lots of graded cards. If you haven't done that, I would probably still recommend to do it. I don't think the raw cards are where it's at yet. Here it is. Raw cards can do well too, but mostly only because people are using them to grade 10s. That's why they go up. So if you buy a bunch of raw cards and yours don't grade 10, you are not sitting on a pile of gold. Here it is. Tossing this over here. All right. Really strongly recommend people to pick up the graded cards. My collection is pretty... I don't own a single raw card as part of my collection. It's all graded. All right. And the returns on that collection have been absolute insanity. But the cards that really receive unbelievable price appreciations are the ones that have become holy grails. Now, it's very hard for a card to become a holy grail. That's for Mr. Ivan. So, Ivan pulled the Kindler, by the way. There you go, Ivan. Have you heard of a card company called Cybercell? No. But what I was saying was it's hard for a card to go up in price a lot if it doesn't have that 10 next to it. It's got to have that 10. Of course, now vintage cards are getting so expensive that even lower grades are doing all right. Right? Like, that's what we've been doing lately. But that's the thing. If you had already grabbed the 10s, you would have enjoyed that appreciation. You would have already benefited from it. Now that time period is so expensive to get any of them. Let's see. But I listened to that for years. I listened to years of people making fun of slabs, graded card purchases. Years people made fun of that. And I feel they were all proven wrong over time. They are. It's not even that complicated of a conversation, is it? Because really all you have to do is look at baseball cards, football, basketball. It's the same deal over there. It's really the graded cards that sell for millions of dollars. It's not generally not the raw ones. Here it is. So it's not like some genius prediction. More common sense, if anything. There we go. All right. By the way, remember the CGC mistake with the, what do they call those? The, I can't remember their names. What were the names of the cards that CGC just authenticated? They all turned out fake. I don't even remember the names. That's so funny because I was about to make a point that a few months later, no one's even going to care because no one will even remember it. I can't remember what they were called. What were those called? They weren't called starters. They were called, it was a big scandal. Oh, playtest, not starters, playtest. Yeah, remember the playtest cards? That was like a month or two ago. How many of you guys still remember that? Is that in your mind? How many of you guys still think about that? You think about that at all? I don't think about it at all. Not even one bit. Doesn't matter to me. 1 year from now, it will really not matter. And that's what I was saying at the time. So people were like, this is it for CGC. It's over for them. I was like, not really. That's how I was thinking about it. I was like, not really. Because I watched the same thing happen with PSA. PSA had scandals too. And PSA is stronger than ever. PSA is doing insanely well. So the scandals, they just don't stick. People demand the grading so badly. And people understand, you know, it's a business. It's not perfect. You know, it's not like, it's not made in heaven. It's made out of just people. It's an organization. So, yeah, it's, I barely think about it anymore. The whole playtest thing, old news, barely in your mind anymore. And, CGC is still pumping out cards, you know. Hunter, you should go get a Magic Duskmourner Foundation pack. Yeah? But, let's see. Where's my Rocket cards? We got some Rocket cards, don't we? All right, let's see. I got some cards with CGC right now, I think. All right. High key want a playtest card now. I would love to own an authentic playtest card. Maybe their reputation will make them like underpriced. If they're a real thing, if they're truly authentic, now could be a very good time to buy one. But don't take that as advice because I don't know about how authentic they are. Some Rocky returns for our friend Red Max. Look at this. Back in the day, people were talking crap about you grading commons and stuff. Oh, people talk crap about me all the time, man. 1,700. I don't know what I paid for that one. 2019, $215. 2019, $250. I bought them on the same day. They are listed next to each other on eBay. These two cards. Now worth, I don't know. Are there any confirmed sales data on these Dragonites? Have they sold for any like ridiculous prices recently? I don't know what those are worth now. I've seen them listed as high as 10,000. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. That's a lot of money, you know. But cards continue to just kind of go up. So someone listed one as high as 25,000. I don't know about that. There's 41 watchers. Wow. I met a guy who was trying to buy one of my Dark Dragonites, and he kind of explained that he was buying a lot of them. All right, let's see. Sort by highest price. No, there's no sold data. What we do know is that a PSA 9 sold for $1,400 in June. Wow. That Dragonite is cool. Yeah, I like him a lot. That's why I bought 2 of them at the start. And I got really lucky. I bought 5 of the 10s. And that was just enough to do this. This is what I wanted to do. You ready? Wanted to do this. And $250 is nothing. That's a very reasonable amount of money. Back then, paying $250 for a Pokemon card was considered a little crazy. This was in 2019. The hobby was, everything was cheap. Nothing was that crazy at all. Big prices hadn't been heard of. And so you're just kind of casually dropping $250 on some unknown card set. Nobody really thinks or talks about it. $250. That's why it was priced that way. And then 6 years later, maybe this is like a $4,000 card. I don't know. But that's a pretty insane gain on one card. And 1.7 to 4,000 maybe. But we don't even know what there's one listed for 25. I think that's ridiculous. Definitely not worth 25. I mean, that's like what a Gold Star Charizard used to cost just like 2 years ago, so I don't think that's right at all. But 4,000 or 5,000, that would not surprise me. 4,000 or 5,000, could be higher. Could be a little higher, but 4,000 or 5,000 is probably what I would expect with a card like this. 24, yeah, right. Has any seller reached out to you and said, hey, I want that back? No. But there was a guy, he was really aggressive. He was trying to get one of my Dark Dragonites, and he kind of explained to me, oh, yeah, this Articuno, I just sold this before January. I sold this card, and then I had to buy it back for more than I sold it because I saw what the hobby was doing, and I said, oh, my God, I better run off and buy that Articuno before it's too late because I'll never see him again. Here's another card from the Rocket Returns card set that I really enjoy. This Cubone, I think, is one of the best Cubones in the whole hobby. Very attractive Cubone with a nice, really well-drawn skull. Very, very like, there's a lot of Cubones where he's not portrayed very close to the card like he is here. So there's a nice depiction of Cubone. So you get Team Rocket and Cubone. Super, super cool. I spent about $600 per Cubone to acquire those. So I already had the Moltres and the Zapdos. I had all three of these for sale up here on the table. This was before people were going crazy for the new Rocket set. And somebody did buy the Articuno for like 1.4. And then I had to buy him back off the market for 1.7. I lost $300. How bad is that? I don't know what he is today. I assume he's gone up. But I felt the winds of change. And I said, oh my gosh, what have I done? I sold my Rocket Articuno. I better run out and grab that. Returns. Articuno returns. Okay, now look at this. Does he get any cheaper? No. So the cheapest Articuno returns is now $5,000. Whew. I felt the winds of change. I felt them, and I said, if I don't buy back this Articuno at a loss, I'm going to cry myself to sleep at night because I own the Zapdos and the Moltres, but I need an Articuno. So I ran out and grabbed them. Can I see the Articuno up close? Yeah. Oop. Come on now. There we go. He's cool. I never really thought too much about them because I didn't open this set as a kid. It's more like a set I started collecting as an adult. Here's Suicune Entei Articuno. I'm sorry, Suicune Entei Raikou. What's cool about the Raikou, he's actually an EX Deoxys card. He's not a Rocket Returns card, but you need him to complete this. I got these guys. Oh, here's another. So I have 6 of these? I bought this one for $420. I have 6 of the Cubones. Jesus. Who even needs 6 of these Cubones? I just really like them, so I said, I better get a couple of those. And I bought those a while ago. I bought a couple at first and then some later. Cubone returns. There is one Cubone for sale. He's $1,000. Oops. Maybe I should run out and buy him. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not interested. Here's a PSI 9 Dark Dragonite. I don't remember what I paid for him, but I believe it was like $300 already, which was more than the first 10s I bought. But he's apparently like 1.3 last sold, so that's not bad. That's a 9. Let's see, some Magbees. I like that the Magbees are rare in this set, so that's cool. Quillfish, Pop 5. That one's pretty hard. I got a lot of these Magnemites. I've offered them for sale. No one ever buys them, so... But I like Magnemite. I'm a Magnemite Magneton fan. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of these Magnemites, but I sold 1 or 2 in breaks and stuff. Yeah, I used to have more Rocket Returns cards. A couple of them... Wait, is this another... How many of the Dark Dragonites do I own? Do I own 6 of them? It says here I got this one for $350. Huh. Oh, you know, I only need 5 of the Dark Dragonites to make this cool spread on the table. I must own 6 of them. I don't remember that. Wow. When you own enough cards that you don't remember what you own. So I've got 6 of the Dark Dragonite 10s. Crazy. And then a 7th, a PSA 9. Huh. Wow. I think it's crazy when you can't remember how many you have. Well, it's not surprising that I forgot the Cubones because I acquired those recently. So I just didn't remember how many of those I bought. This is where my money went. It didn't pay off my mortgage. It went into Pokemon cards. It is. So I didn't listen to Dave Ramsey. Like, I got this one for $236, huh? He's a cool. I just think he's a great looking Cubone. So this is really important too. These 2 cards are really sought after in this set. The Rocket's Mewtwo is one of the most desirable cards, and the Snorlax is not that far behind. He's really popular. Mewtwo, Snorlax, Raikou, Articuno, Entei, Moltres, Suicune, Zapdos. I believe we had the Rocket Return Sneasel for sale, but nobody really wanted that. So he's still mine. He'd probably still go up in price too. That's the funniest part. He'll probably still go up in price, and people won't buy him. And it's just like, all right. It's one of those cards where it's like, if you buy him, good. If you don't buy him, okay, good. It's like it doesn't matter. Somebody just took the Ruby Sapphire Sneasel I had. Somebody just bought that. I'm just not a Sneasel fan, so I'm okay letting him. I'm a big fan of this Dark Slowking, though. This is super cool, man. This guy's really rare, too, isn't he? He's like pop 11, so I got 2 of them. That's nice. Here's a card that very few people have. This is truly desirable, and very few people have it. You ready? This guy. Oh, yeah. Rocket Returns Magikarp. I think I paid like $600 or something for this. I don't have it written down anymore. This is a truly rare Pokemon card that Magikarp collectors will have to drool over. You're not getting mine, so you have to get it from someone else. Let's see, Magikarp. You almost never find this one for sale. Look, here's a non-holo for sale. Here's a PSA 9 of it for sale, $189. Damn. Let's go buy it. I'll just go buy that right now. PSA 9, $189. That seems kind of cheap, doesn't it? All right. But this Magikarp, what's cool about him is there's a lot of Magikarp collectors out there, and there's a lot of high-end Magikarps to collect, and so you could get like all these really fancy ones. You're not going to get this one because he is pop. Ready for this? It's like 5 last time I checked. Maybe he's up to 10 by now. Here it is. Population 9. Still under 10. Not bad. Still under 10. That is a crazy rare card. Not only is that crazy, but people have been opening these packs for a while now, right? So it's not like no one's opening Rocket Returns packs. Everyone's trying to grade this and open it, but it's wildly expensive. So this might go up to 11 or 15 over time, but that is so few of them. And so there it is. Truly rare Magikarp. I made another YouTube video. What? Can that be my next Slab-away mister? Please give me. Yeah. Oh, here's another card. I got a big offer from a girl for this Togetic a couple years ago. At the time, it was considered a large offer. I think it was like, so look, I got it for $194. And some girl, I think she offered like 2.4 for this on the Togetic. And I turned it down because it was just too rare. I was like, I'll never see that card again. And I want it. It looks great. So she made an offer, and I told her, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I just really like it. Scyther and Scizor. There was also a guy who really wanted my Scyther, and I was tempted to sell it. I'm not a huge Scyther fan, but I do respect him. I think he's a great-looking Pokemon. So, personally, I don't have to have Scyther, but I just felt like he was just so nice. I was like, I don't want to give him up. I don't know. It's weird. Weird the way collecting works. Like, am I collecting or am I investing, or I don't know, because I really like them. So, and now it's probably the right move. I can't find a Scyther for sale at all. And here's a Scizor for $3,250. So the price has really mooned. It's gone to the moon after the Rocket Returns collection was looked at during the glory of Team Rocket time period. So, yeah, pretty cool on these old cards. There's a Houndour, Dark Steelix. I think I had a Dark Houndoom that I sold. I'm not sure. So, you know, I used to have a larger Team Rocket Returns collection, but it's a bit smaller after selling some pieces. It's not all sold either. Some of it's just spread about. Like, I don't know where it went. Like, I'm pretty sure I have more than just all this, too. The Torchic, for example. Where's the Torchic? Where's the Mudkip? I never got the Trico. You know, I should have saved up like $10,000 and gotten the Trico, because that would have been really impressive. But the truth is, I just really don't like those starters. I'm not impressed with those starters. They're not cards that I have to have. But on the other hand, like this Mudkip, I acquired him for $3,800, and it looks like he was listed at $20,000 on 12/24. Yeah, nice swirl on this one too. Really nice swirl. Do you think they'll bring back Gold Stars? Sure, why not? They already did it once. Why not again? Okay, Mudkip, Gold Star. So I'm going to stop showing this off and get back to the queue now. Let's see. Yeah, you can't find one for sale. No, here we go. Here's a Mudkip Gold Star for 100,000. Can you believe that? That's got to be fake. Here's a PSA 9 for 10,000 though. Holy moly, dude. I don't know. I do not know. I don't think that price is real. I don't think anyone will buy it at 100,000. I don't know. Maybe some rich millionaire. 100,000, 1/10 of a million. I doubt it. I doubt it. You know, you're seeing these crazy prices on these gold stars, but I don't think they're that real. I bet these are more like $20,000 ish. I bet they're in that range. You got to see a couple of them in auction to decide. I can tell you, I don't feel any regret for having acquired some of these. I really like looking at them. They're very nice. So they are very nice to look at. Can you do a break on a Duskmorn pack? That's possible. All right, let me put this away. Mister, you have an order. Let's get this put away. All right, we'll set this here. We'll set this here. Good. That is one of my favorite collections, the Rock Returns collection. So every now and then I got to show it off, or else what is this all for? What am I doing if I don't show it off sometimes? All right, let me hit refresh. All right. Here's Hunter Brady. Hey, mister, let me do 6 Twilight Masquerades. You got it, man. So out of this set, you can pull the Altart Gray Ninja. And 1 White Flare pack. You got it. White Flare. We have it. All right. There's cards in these sets that are super impressive, just like those Rocky Returns cards were kind of impressive. And you can pull something like that Altart Greninja and put it in your collection, just leave it there, and probably watch it go to the moon as well. It is. I don't really know what the future for Pokemon cards looks like, but it seems to be something people really enjoy being a part of, and it's cool that there's artificial rarity, you know, this thing that's, the company just made it rare. You know, it's really hard to pull the Greninja, right? Let's leave that Blissey up. Do you like Poncho? I hate Poncho Pikachu. I think he's heavily overpriced. Those cards look so simple and so ugly, and I can't stand them. Yeah, I like the cards made today way better than those Poncho Pikachus. Actually, I like most cards better than those Poncho Pikachus. If the Poncho Pikachus were like $1,000 each, that would not be too big of a surprise to me. But when I see them going for like multiple thousands of dollars, I go, ooh, sorry you bought that instead of like saving up and getting a gold star, you know, like an actual good card. So there's some guys who got really involved with the Poncho Pikachus, and they got a catchy nickname, Poncho Pikachu, but boy, they look so bad to me. So bad. Here we are. Look at that Alakazam. I love the way this Alakazam looks. That's my preference. Some people really like them. So, you know, if you like them, then we just have different tastes. That's all it is. We have different tastes. But yeah, I just don't understand the price point for them. That's why I don't get. I don't get the price at all. I think when people see that really high price, they think, oh, this must be a good card. And I don't really agree with that way of thinking. I kind of go with my gut. If I see a card and it's really expensive, but I don't find it attractive, then I just assume it's overpriced. Here's Blissey, Sunflora, Alakazam, and the Ice Cream Cone. It's got to have something really cool about it, you know, like it's a super rare card or super interesting story or something like that. But if it's just like, I don't know, it's just some Pikachu that's wearing a poncho, I just, whatever. I don't know. There must be people out there who think they're worth what they're worth. Maybe you can explain the obsession with them. This Mr. Hunter, you know, like Mario Pikachu, right? You know what doesn't sell for thousands and thousands of dollars? Mario cards. So why would Pikachu Mario be worth thousands and thousands of dollars, right? It would make sense if the Mario cards did really well, and then you had a Mario Pikachu. That would make lots of sense. It is. All right. Thank you, Hunter. I received a large sum of money recently. Was thinking of investing around $1,200 from the check into Pokemon. Do you have any suggestions on what all I should possibly buy? Okay, so here's my advice, Hunter Brady. Don't spend that money. Put it in your bank account for 4% interest and just let it sit there. And don't spend it at all. And try to get addicted to the feeling of knowing that it's there. Just enjoy that. Just be like, no, I'm good. I got 1.4 sitting around. Now, when it comes to Pokemon cards, if you're going to spend it on a Pokemon card, what you want to do is take a real long time, and be really confident and know what it is that you definitely want. You know what I mean? Don't be hasty with it. You're just real slow and pick out what you want, you know? So that's the way to do it. And that's advice anyone could take. If you've been watching this table for a long time and you see a card rotating over and over and you really like it, maybe that's what you could write. Give it some time, you know, think about it really. If you really like it, don't rush into it. And if you do it that way, when you finally do buy your card, you're going to feel so much better when it arrives because it's going to be one that you were definitely sure you liked. Kind of like marriage. Don't rush into a marriage is pretty good advice. Don't rush into a big card purchase either because you don't really know if you like it until some time passes. What about the Elephant Mario card that sells for a lot? Oh, yeah, I remember that. He's all right. I like the Mario and Luigi, but not the ponchos. What about the Munch Screen promos? No, those are pretty cool. I think the Munch Screen promos are really cool. I just feel like I've already missed the boat on those. Like, now's not the time to buy them. Now's the time to look forward to something new. Like, maybe this Victini promo here. Here it is. So this is fresh and new. This would be kind of like those Scream cards. So this card just came out, and they printed a bunch of them. And so now's the time to grab one of these and let the person who has the Scream card enjoy the Scream card. It's an interesting thing. Like, the Scream card doesn't have to be in my collection. That's how I feel about it. All right. So I guess ultimately what that means is I don't actually feel that addicted to the Scream cards. They don't look that good. Here's Kevin. All right, Mr. Kevin. What the heck? I got like a really weird email for this CASHAPP order, Kevin. So, Kevin, I believe it says 2 of the Korean Nikkes. Those just sold out. I'm so sorry about that. I meant to update the menu. Here we go. Let's see. So sorry about that. Those are sold out. They were $2.50 each. Sold out. Sold out. So you got $5. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I just taken my sweet time. You know what I would do? I would shop a lot of cards for a very long time instead of buying the first card you run into. That's what I do. I'd look at them all. I'd look at them all and think about it for a while. Because when you buy something really expensive, you're really not going to be happy with it if later you're just like, you know, if it's not the one you really truly wanted, you're going to be sad with it later. And you're going to be saddled with having to resell it. Okay, $5. So 3 OP12s, 3 of these. Okay, and then 3 Korean Rocket. 3 Korean Rocket right over here. Use my store credit for the Victini break. You got it, Mr. Arturo. I like the breaks a lot. I was talking about the breaks in our Discord server. You know, I was just sitting back thinking about it, about how good these breaks are, man. Let's see. I like the fact that our odds are better than normal booster packs. I think that's a really big idea. It's the secondhand market, and we're able to make booster packs with better odds than the original booster packs. That's a huge idea that I think I'm ahead on, and a lot of places are going to figure that out and change because of the truthfulness to it. Here it is, going in. Okay, so I think we're ahead of the curve with these guys. Almost makes me want to change the nature of our channel. I almost feel like it would be interesting if we got rid of all of our booster packs entirely and did slabs only. Just slabs, nothing else. But I think there's a problem with that way of thinking. I feel like there's a lot of fun to opening up booster packs too, like these. Especially when they first come out. They're so fun to open. When they first come out, you see a lot more artworks, and there's like an authenticity. There's like a feeling, like a nostalgia feeling. But after you get past that point, and it's just about, you know, having your most optimal chance for a card, breaks all the way. And this one, you can't even pull that out of a booster pack, so it's very clever to have that in a break. All right, there we go. Can I do 3 more rockets? Yes, you can. Mr. Coinzilla. What's a good bank with high interest rates? I want to take the full 20K to American Express, but they only have around 3.8%. But the Bank of OZK has a thing with 4.8, but it's only like 7 months. You're asking great questions, Hunter. Why don't you... Well, here, let's ask... You know what? Here's a question I've never asked ChatGPT. Let's ask Gemini first. I have $20,000 and want to put it into a bank savings account that gives me the best interest rate return. Which bank is that right now? I want it to be a major bank. All right, let's see what it says, because it might know this already. Let's see. Based on information available as of June 2025, here are some. You ready? Lending Club offers a competitive APY of 4.4%. SoFi offers 3.8. Capital One offers 3.5. You know, I feel like that's not that good of information because it didn't know that Robinhood, I use Robinhood. So Robinhood's an investment app, right? And it says, right, oops, what's this? Okay, stupid notification. So it says right here, I'm earning 4%. It looks like I'm a gold member. I think that means I pay $5 a month for that. But I earn 4% on my cash that I have sitting in their account. So I go with that. But there's actually another one that I've been using a little bit. So Coinbase is interesting because you can put your money into USDC, right? USDC is a stable coin or whatever they call that, right? And it basically keeps parity with the dollar, right? So what's cool about it is they hand out 4.5%. And so I have a chunk of my money in there too. So I've got Robinhood with a pretty good chunk of money, and then USDC, which is a type of crypto, which is handing out 4.5 annual. And you don't even need a special membership for that, I don't think. Do you stake your crypto? I don't think you stake USDC. I don't think it's stakeable. Maybe it is. I'm not sure, but I don't stake it. Why would you? I don't think there's a reason to stake stablecoin. Well, maybe if they offered you more cash to stake it, I don't know. More interest rate, I don't know. All right, but I don't do anything too complicated with it. All I know is that it's 4.5%, and I've been watching that for a little while. All right, Mr. Kevin, you ready? I'll have to give those a look. Yeah, do your best. Use your researching tools like Google Gemini, ChatGPT, whatever it is, Grok. Use your researching tools to try and find a reputable bank that gives a very good return rate, and just have it sit there and don't think about it. Just have it sit there. Don't worry about it. Keep that money sitting around. When you see the Pokemon card of your dreams, you'll know it. But I highly recommend shopping around for a little while, you know. Shop around for a little while. Make sure you find something you like. It's much easier to buy Pokemon cards than it is to sell them. Never forget that. So if you buy a card for $4,500, when you go to sell it, it's really hard to sell it at that price unless you wait a couple years. Then it might go up. It might go up a lot, in fact. But if you were needed to resell it right away, you will instantly lose 13%. Even if you get the same price of 4.5, you lose 13% to eBay. So that's why it's so dangerous. Okay, that's for our friend Kevin. Well, Kevin, are you new? Kevin, you sound new. I don't know if you are. I don't think you are. Kevin Vu, Kevin Hazard, Kyle Hazard. Kara Nichols, he might be new. Let's see. Kendo. Kurt. Wow, Kendo Pelor's got a lot. I'm Kevin. It's Kevin. What's up, Kevin? So you're not new in the chat, but do you have a bag? Maybe is my question. Oh, look at that free slab. Look at that. We were giving that away, huh? I think every time I try to give that away, somebody else adds a free thing to the table. It's my first purchase. Oh, whoa! I didn't realize this was getting so hot, huh? So this gets kind of hot. If I pull this out, what does this say? Huh. It's taking a really long time to charge the iPad, I notice. I think that's something to keep attention to. Let's see. Can I use the 5 for 3 more rockets? 3 more rockets. Oh, Korean rockets. Yes, sir. Let's do that. You know, it's weird. When you said you wanted more rockets, I thought you meant like Japanese rocket cards. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Okay. I feel like July is going to be a huge focus point on the card market. Not me. July is traditionally a bad month for the cards. There we go. Actually, I always tell Karis this, that we should take July off together. Here's Eradicate. Lovely. Here's... I like the Eradicate. This glamorous Pokemon, very demure. And a cold one. Any thoughts on the Chinese Mew promo? I don't like it. I think it's kind of ugly. I think people like the idea of like a limited print card. Here it is. Yeah, I think that if you're a Chinese Pokemon card investor, you probably like it a lot. But for me, I saw it. It's just okay. I think you got to be really careful with cards that have too much craziness behind them. It's a risk when they're too crazy. Yes. Thoughts on the Creatures deck cards. Limited to 300. Technically a serialized Charizard and exclusive Chansey. What's the Creatures deck card? Is that the thing they handed out to their employees? Cooling this down. The battery pack to charge the iPad was getting real hot. I'm not talking about sales. I'm talking about the prices going down or up on the market. Ding Ding says yes. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I don't think anyone's going to be nostalgic for it. It's a pretty interesting thing. It looks nice, so that's usually a good sign. Why was this overheating, I wonder? Does it overheat when it charges the iPhone? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense why this was so hot. I'm working with the recharge cord for the iPad. It's gotten very hot. Let me ask this question. Why is my charger for my iPad extremely hot? Faulty charger or cable, high power demand, poor ventilation, electrical issue. Overheating chargers can be a fire risk. Hear that, guys? All right, we better be careful. The Chansey is the beta Chansey. Only confirmed beta card reference designed. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. So, Kevin, we'll get you a nice new bag. I'm just cooling this charger down with my shirt at the moment. Yeah, I looked up and I noted that we had the iPad plugged into the charger, right? And it had been plugged into the charger for a little while, but despite that, it hadn't really improved. The battery hadn't improved. We're having this problem with the iPad where the, okay, let's grab this. We're having a problem with the iPad where it's not charging very well. And it seems to run out of battery really quickly too. So I don't know, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Okay. I don't know if it's just high demand on the cord or if the converter for the cord's not capable of keeping up or what's going on. But now that I'm aware of it, we can keep a close eye on it. Okay. Might need a new charger. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the charger itself might need to be replaced. We got a new cord, but we did not get a new charger. Here you go, Kevin. Keep wanting to say code for some reason. My brain's been programmed to say code. Is it a fast charger? Charger looks like this. There you go. All right. Very nice. Yeah. Normally it's tucked away back there, but since it's kind of hot, we're going to pull it forward and keep it in this box here. And that'll keep it from touching anything. The box lifts it off the ground, and we'll just test the heat on it every 20 minutes or so. See how it's doing. It hasn't caught on fire so far. We've been using it for a couple months now. Here's Hunter Tipton, 1 Pixar box and shipping. Ooh. Yes, the Monday shipping. I'm very excited for that. Let's get that Pixar box. Maybe I should get a couple Pixar boxes. All right, here we are. Go to the mall. There should be a vendor there. He fixes Apple products better than Apple. We don't have a mall. The closest mall to me is an 1.5-hour drive, and there's definitely not an Apple store in it. Small mall in Springfield. There we go. 1 whole Pixar box. Oh, yeah. Creepy. Go ahead and buy a new one just as a precaution. Oh no, Mister's cooked. I'll just buy a new one. Actually, I don't even need to do that because that's the old charger and a new cable. And my wife gave me the cable and she said she's got an additional charging port. So I'll just get that one. All right. Good. Step in this. Slip in this. Snip in these. Oh yeah. What do we got? We got the dinosaur. We got Bo Peep. Damn, dude, look at that waistline. Okay, we got the undead. The man and his cat. Good. Oh no, the table, it's broken. Oh no, the table, it's broken. Here's Wally. All right, we got Wally. I can't believe how good Wally predicted, like, the obesity in America. Everybody in their scooters. It's like the plus size park hoppers channel. All right. Here's. All right. We got, oh, these 2 ladies. Speaking of which, I did a good job today. I had, what did I eat today? I ate chicken with rice twice. I had 1 serving of mini wheats. I had a yogurt and a string cheese. I had a string cheese, and that was it. Right. And the chicken was super filling. Really, really filling. It was chicken thigh, and I baked it in the oven on a sort of like grill rack so that all of the extra fat drippings could drip off of the meat. Then I chopped that up and mixed it with like some teriyaki sauce. So I had that with rice, and it definitely made me feel gross. What's up with chicken thigh? Did you guys ever notice if you buy like a packet of chicken thigh from Walmart and cook it up, it always leaves you feeling kind of sick? I never get that from chicken breast. Chicken thigh always makes me feel kind of sick. What do you think that's all about? Karis notices it too. It happens to her too. Labubus are an investment. What? There you go. If y'all hadn't done it yet, take a second to smack that like button. There we go. So let's see. So this is from your box, Hunter. Almost 100K subs, mister. Good job. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We're getting close. A little bit at a time. Did you really get 4 cards? You got 4 cards out of there. Wow. That's cool. All right. You got the 2 ladies. Okay, good. Hunter Tipton says he'd also like to ship. Ugh. I'm chasing the Wally. Are you really? So we've got this 1 bag for you. Ugh. That box is so heavy. Just check both boxes. We're good. Lovely. I have to do some eBay shipping too, actually. All right, let's try out this shipping software. I'm trying, but they're calling my name. What are you talking about? All right, why did it just do this? Let me open this back up. The software like breaks. All right, I'm closing it. I'm closing that software. I think the software is designed to always break until you refresh the software. I haven't been able to eat Oreos in probably like 8 years. My teeth won't let me one of the worst cookies to eat. Oreos, I like the vanilla Oreos. I never really liked the chocolate Oreos. Does that make me crazy? Am I like that girl from, what was the name of that movie? Get Out, where she how did she eat her cereal? She ate her cereal in some psychopath way. It was like the perfect moment. I think she had her cereal in a bowl and, no, I can't remember actually. Oh, I'm trying to reference something crazy in Get Out. Hold on. Well, no, let's focus on this. Let's get this label made. Let's not go down the rabbit hole with that. Love a little, eat a little. I love the thin vanilla Oreos. All right, here we go. So 100 Tipton. So we got this reset. How is she eating her cereal in that movie? There we go. All right. Good. You heard it here first. Mr. doesn't like the black Oreos. I mean, honestly, I'll eat either. When I was younger and I worked at Target, I used to eat a lot of Oreos while I worked there. I'd eat them in the morning while I was doing all the physical labor, and they'd keep me feeling like super, super explosive with energy. Probably because I was spiking my blood sugar like crazy, dude. Okay. Good. All right. My favorite ones used to be the ones that came out around Christmas. They were dipped in white chocolate. Oh, I remember those. Unfortunately, you should never eat Oreos if you do not want to be obese. Oreos are shockingly, shockingly expensive to eat when it comes to having like a satisfying variety of food. You can only eat a couple Oreos before overeating. Like eating enough to build up fat. It's really, really shocking. There we go. It's like they must be pure sugar or something. So we took care of Hunter. We have Mr. Justin. He says 1 more box of Gem 2, 5 Korean V-Star Universe, and 4 Poke Shuffles. You got it. 4 Poke Shuffles. Let's get that. Ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I grabbed too many. There you go. 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. There goes. What was that? Oh. Put that away. Now look at that ink on the back of this one. You know what that tells me? I think the card just before that one had been some sort of pull. Dang, dude. Okay. 5 Korean V-Star. A V-Star are kept where? V-Star Universe. I believe that means I need a fresh V-Star Universe. So I'll stand up and grab... I brought a box of the Gem 2 over here too. So let me go grab a box of the V-Star Universe. Okay, so for the V-Star universe, I feel pretty confident. We were working on our last box of that. We were just about sold out. So let me grab this box here. Looks like there's 3 packs left, and then we're sold out. There we go. Do I get more? Let's see. Ooh. Ooh, it's really expensive. What are we selling ours for? Oh, well, that explains our price. So V-Star Universe is officially sold out. I'm going to remove it. It was never that popular, to tell you the truth. It never really sold that much. So you've got $18 left over for this order. So that set is gone. And then a box of the gem too. Cool. So you got $18 left over. We did not have enough of the V-Star Universe left over to service the full order. Do you have an EpiPen? Might be worth a try. Well, no, don't, but that's a shame. What? Nope. I like nacho cheese Doritos with bananas. Justin. Rich. $18. Pizza with M&Ms in it. I had crab legs today. I had snow crabs. Oh, that was the other thing I ate. So I ate 2 rounds of rice, 2 rounds of chicken, and 1 round of crab legs. Crab legs are cool, man, because they're super delicious. They're like a dessert food for me, you know, because I like them so much. And yet, they're actually really high protein and really low calorie. There's one downside to them, though. They're very high in salt, so you try not to overeat salt, I suppose. I think I was reading that the salt's even bad for your kidneys. How crazy is that? Too much salt? Anyways, I love them to death, these snow crabs. There they are. Do you guys like crab legs? Who here likes crab legs? Usually the way it works, you either love them or you hate them. Usually no in between. Ooh, Radiant Gadaware. So, that's not too bad. 3 packs. Each pack had a pull in it, actually. Let's see. Ain't no way you eating M&Ms on pizza rolls. They're ridiculously priced, Andy, for no reason at all. What is this? Oh, EpiPens? Love crab legs. Nice Moltres. Here we are. Yeah, crab legs are great. Tossing this. Oh, this is the Galarian Moltres. Haha. It's a vessel for butter. No. I never eat any butter on my crab legs. No seasonings, no butter. The only thing I do with my crab legs is steam them. So we steam them, and even that brothy crab water, I've thought about making some kind of seafood soup out of that crab water that comes out when you steam them. All right. I love crab legs, but hate anything with fish. Yeah, interestingly, fish have a broad range of flavors, but crab is part of like the crustaceans kind of seafood, and they have a distinctive flavor from everything else. Yeah. I had tilapia the other night, and I think it made me really sick. I had like nausea, and I had a really bad headache, which I've discovered can be associated with bad food. It is. All right. Yeah, I think the tilapia made me sick. I'm going to throw it all away. I'm never touching it again. There we go. Blue crab is my favorite food. I used to catch them all the time. Ah, that sounds nice. I wish I could catch crab. That's cool, man. There we go. Cold. Energy card. Umbreon. Ooh, look at that Umbreon. Seafood is gross. Alligator gumbo. What are you talking about? Arturo. Here it is. Here's Espeon. Eevee. You know, Karis used to think seafood was gross, but she eats more of it because she's around me, and she's discovered over time that she actually likes it. She's like, ooh. She saw me eating crab legs. She ate some of the crab legs. She's like, I gotta have some of that. So I think it's a thing where it's like, if you're never adventurous with your taste buds, then your brain tells you to just don't eat that. It's gross. It must be. You gotta be a little adventurous. This one birthday, I ate a whole bucket of crabs. Crab dads? My brother calls seafood cat food. I've actually eaten cat food a long, long time ago when I worked at Target. I was messing around with my coworkers. Good times. A really fun group. And they like dared me to eat the dog food. So I ate the dog food and the cat food. And I remember the dog food was actually not too crazy. And the cat food tasted horrible. Cat food was really bad. And it did not taste like fish. No, it did not. I don't know what they put in the cat food, but they make it real nasty. Seafood is great if fresh or frozen. I got sick off of old scallops once. Had to take a year off seafood. Whew, that sounds bad, man. That sounds bad. I think that tilapia really made me sick. I think it was tilapia. It was frozen tilapia, so I'd never experienced that before, where you eat a frozen fish and it makes you sick. I've never had that happen before. The worst I've ever tried is alligator. It was so tough, I hated it. Love alligator meat and certain things. Yeah, alligator meat, I guess, is a kind of reptile meat. So strange. It is. All right. I don't eat alligator because I don't like to eat from my family tree. Okay, that's Justin. Anything I'm related to, you know, lizards. I'm just kidding. All right. Whoa, look at that. You got a fat bag now, Justin. Emu and ostrich are the most calorie efficient, 98% fat-free red bird meat. Eat like Fred Flintstone. Oh, yeah. Emus, ostriches. People have emu farms. Okay, I hate the way rabbit smells when cooking. How about those rabbit meat channels you run into on YouTube these days? You guys ever run into those? Wow, man. We need more space in this box now. So let's see, we got Justin Sutton, 724. Look at this one. Justin Vang. He's got a bag from 624. It's officially expired. He has had this over for so long. Why doesn't he just ship it? It doesn't have anything too exciting in it, but man, he's just taking up room on my table. It would cost him $9 to give me all that room back, and he would get his cards. Can't be that way, man. All right, well, let me see if it'll fit up top. So I'm going to move this up top for now. That bag's definitely on the chopping block. Okay. It's got a lot of stuff in it, so I don't want to take it. But it's like, man, I had your bag here for like almost 3 years. That's why we don't update bags anymore. It's a major problem. We can't have that happen anymore. Guy on my table. There we go. All right. Table's got to be for people who are active. Okay, that was for Justin. Here's a Thim. 7 Korean rocket packs. Mr. Thim. You got it, Mr. Thim. I like oysters. I'll eat those. I think I was telling a story about how we were eating oysters on Karis's birthday, and it was super gross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd eaten a whole bunch of oysters back in Florida when I was like, how old was I? I think I was like 17, actually. So I was almost 18. I was about 17 years old, and I went on a vacation with my 2 older sisters and soon-to-be brother-in-law. We all went as a group of like young teen adults to Florida. It was a really cool vacation, by the way. Away from all the younger siblings, away from the parents, super fun. And we went out to eat at this restaurant that had all-you-can-eat oysters. So I got that, and it was platter after platter after platter. It's just like eating small boogers, basically, right? But they were like soupy and soft, and I remember I ate them with that red sauce, whatever that's called. I thought it was pretty good. It's like tangy. There might have been lemon or lime involved. Well, I had oysters again this May, which was Karis's birthday, right, May? I had oysters again at this fancy steak restaurant out here in Lake of the Ozarks, where everyone's wearing like fancy clothing. You could tell these families are really wealthy. We went there and I ordered the $35 platter of oysters. They bring out these giant oysters. They're huge. And to eat them, you either pop the whole thing in your mouth, which is like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like this gigantic bite of oyster. So you stuff your whole mouth with a big-ass oyster, or you bite it in half. It's a 2-bite oyster. And it was so disgusting, dude. It tasted so bad. I had all the same sauces as usual. You know, you got butter and lemon and lime and red sauce and white sauce and all this sauce. And it was like eating a big, nasty booger. And it tasted like blood. It tasted like blood and copper and just awful in every way. And I was like, why would anyone eat this ever? Like, do we just pretend like this is delicious? Is that what it is? Like, oh, I had the oysters for dinner. No, it was terrible. So my opinion on oysters went way, way, way down. No one should be eating raw oysters. They're so gross. But I realized why people eat raw oysters and claim that it's delicious. I know why, because I kind of looked it up later on the TV. It's because they always have small ones, and they douse it in sauce. All this sauce that protects you from tasting the actual oyster. You don't want to taste anything but the sauce. So it's always just all this sauce. Hot sauce, soy sauce, whatever it is sauce. They always put a bunch of crap with the oyster. If it's a raw oyster, they put all this crap on it, and then they slurp that down. They're taking like a shot of vodka with their oyster so they don't have to taste the oyster. That's all it is. And it's a really nasty food. I recently ate cooked oyster as well. This was at a place called Tucker's Shuckers. And they served oysters as well, but theirs were cooked oysters. And I thought, oh, that's lame. We want the raw ones. But I had them there, and those were really good. They were pretty much like any shellfish. So they're decent when they're cooked. But to eat them raw, you have to have them small, and then you have to basically soak them in something other than oyster flavor. And it's really silly. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense at all. Here you go, Mr. Thim. You did pretty good. You picked up... Now, wait a second. I opened up the wrong packs. All right. So we've got 7 of the Japanese packs opened. Hathim, I'm just going to toss you these, okay? That's your gift for being Mr. Hathim, okay? Congratulations. You got a lovely Meowth, and I lost a bunch of money. Oops. Not supposed to do that, am I? All right, so you got some free Japanese ones, and you picked up a nice Meowth. Okay. Mr. Julio, 3 packs of the first edition Azure Lane English, 1 Carddass Nikke. In my bag with the yellow card on the bottom, please take the signature Masked Pirate Girl and the signature Helm Blue Girl to use as a giveaway. Thank you as always. I apologize to the guy who came in late who wanted Nikke. It's all mine. All right. So you're very generous. Let's get those cards ready for you. Here's Azure Lane. Empty box, so we gotta go get a fresh box. Mistress tired. Well, it's a very easy mistake to make. They sit right next to each other, and I was really engrossed in the conversation. I make a lot of mistakes when I'm talking, or if I'm really talking about something I want to talk about. I'm really prone to such a simple mistake, Korean versus Chinese. If I make a mistake, most of the time, you just benefit from it, okay, guys? So, all right, let's see. Wow. Yeah. Big upgrade, because the Japanese packs are like $6 a piece. The Korean packs are $1.70 a piece. Do you read this? First edition, Azure Lane, first edition. This is on the menu. It's quite pricey. For a good reason, because it's first edition. Okay, so you want 3 of these? Okay. 1 Carddass Nikke. Do I need to restock on those? Oh, no, there they are. I found them. Good. Liat. Okay, let's go ahead and open these. Mister knows how boogers taste? I imagine they taste something like oysters. It is. All right. Nah, they were nasty, dude. No point. Ooh. Speaking of nasty things, I watched a video today of a man who ate like 2 giant plates of Carolina Reapers in order to set a world record. Did you guys see that one? Look that one up if you haven't seen it. It was crazy. He had this huge plate of Carolina Reapers, and you watch him eat each one, and you're just thinking to yourself, this is insanity. And then he finishes the plate off, and he can barely finish it, and you go, wow, this guy's a champion. And then right as soon as he's done, they lay another huge plate of Carolina Reapers in front of him, and he just keeps going. There we go. The Mean Bean Monster Coffee. Mr. should be an auctioneer. He won a stomach ulcer. Yeah, actually, they were talking a little bit about how he does it, and he was explaining for a lot of competitive eaters, they like to have an empty stomach before their competition. But when you competitively eat peppers, you intentionally overeat foods that sort of block the spice, sort of isolate it. So he was talking about how he had eaten a bunch of bread and peanut butter and all this other stuff until he was like really full before he did the Carolina Reaper challenge. It was really interesting. He wore these gloves, so he had like latex gloves on so that he could actually pick them up without burning his hands. How crazy is that? You're eating something so severely spicy that you can't even touch it unless you wear gloves. But that's going into your mouth and into your digestion system, the whole thing. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. That must be really painful when you got to have your bowel movement later. But even being full of bread and being full of peanut butter, I just don't get it. I don't get it. But he set a world record, so look that up if you really... Oh, wait. We're going for Mr. Julio. We grabbed Mr. Justin French. Sorry about that. Look that up if you want to see the world record for Carolina Reapers being eaten. So that was fun. Sometimes Celsius energy drinks are needed. Oh, I forget about that company. Yes. I don't trust them. It's healthy, we swear. So you say you don't want this helm, and you don't want this pirate girl. There it is. All right. How nice. Good, good, good. Oops. You know, when you get cards like this, you could always try to trade them in for more booster packs or something. I might be interested in them sometimes. It is. You never know, especially if you make a generous offer. Okay. Just a thought. There we go. Allows you to open more. Allows you to pursue more of what you do want. Oh, here it is. So let's add another, I don't know, 25, and then another 25. So we're saying you're up to 125. It is. Wow, that's a lot of donations, man. Now, let's grab 2 sleeves for these. Mister, did I send for the fossil booster pack grading? I forgot. I think you did. Didn't you? I'd have to go look and see, because those would have been moved into the other room. Oh, I know how I can check. What I can do is I can check the box to see, well, how many packs do you have? Just one? You had just one pack, right? Yeah, I'll check the box of booster packs and see if yours is still in the box. If it's still in the box, it means you never ordered it. So these 2 to be given away. So let me set this to the side for a minute and grab this. Sometimes I store this stuff really far out of my reach, and I pick it up with the very edge of my fingertips. Well, wait, is this open or? Oh, that's a heavy pack. Okay, so that one's heavy. Isai, Rigoberto, Elijah. There we are. So it looks like you did not order a round of pack grading. You might be interested in that, along with everyone else who was sent for pack grading. Yes. Thank you, mister. No problem, man. All right. Javier Arroyo, what's up, Mr. Box of Gem 2? There we are. You know, I miss Jennifer Yap. I miss the Jennifer Yap era. She used to come in here and go real crazy. Wonder how she's doing. I wish she'd just say hi sometimes. All right. Tossing this over here. All right. Found that. Tri-Rain Energy there, BCAA. Wow, it's already 447. Holy cow, man. Can't believe that. So we did it, guys. We got the rotation done on all of these commission slabs and all of my slabs. They're all in the June channel. Isn't that great? Now we can work on slabs that need new prices, slabs that have never been priced, expensive slabs, specialty slabs. We can work on all that crazy stuff. That's the good stuff, by the way. I like working on that stuff. That's the stuff where fun happens. Okay, this is for Javier, right? Javier Arroyo coming in for the snipe. There's Leafy Balloon, Pokeball. How's it going tonight, Mr. Javier? Glad you're hanging around. Did you see my last message? Let's see. Can I do 3 Korean Blue Sky Stream and ship with my leftover funds? Okay. Blue Sky Stream and shipping for Justin French. Blue Sky Stream and shipping. Okay. Very nice. Saving that. Got to set Miss Alexis up with the shipping tomorrow. Here's a Lesbian. All right. Tossing that there. Glaceon. Sylveon. I feel you can't lose with those Eevee sets. You never know. I mean, they are a bit repetitive. Oops. Grabbing this one. Okay, Flareon. Leafeon, or Sylveon. And no luck this time, Mr. Javier. Just the stamps. All right, good. And good. I hope the English black and white sets have God packs. All right. The English black and white sets. Let's jump over here. No, wait, this box is full. God packs, huh? Whoa, you got a lot of stuff, man. You're kind of a big deal. Okay. Grab this. Pop this in here, new bag. Boy, I'd love to talk about the new Squid Game, but I don't want to spoil it. Isn't that sad? I need to have like a Squid Game spoiler stream. I don't feel like that's a good idea, though, because people will join it even though they haven't seen it. They would join just because they want to see the cards, and they'll be like, I guess I'm spoiling Squid Game for myself. I don't want to put you in that position. Okay. Ugh. The Chinese 151 set with the Gengar and Pikachu should go crazy. I think it'll do well. I don't know if crazy is quite the word. Here's a them and a... Oh, now wait a second. 3 Blue Sky Streams. For Mr. Justin. There it is. Okay. Push the camera there. All right. Good. Let's go ahead and sneak this. And this. And this. Ooh, kind of a cold round there. That's all right. Justin had cards in here. Nice. Wake up-o. Hello, I'm Ramon from Brazil. Congratulations on your channel. You got 1 more subscriber. Oh, that's cool, man. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Okay, Justin, grab this box here, and I'm going to put this bag with the other bag and slip these together. Really appreciate that. You know, that really, it's a very important thing for even 1 subscribe to come in. Just 1. Because getting to 100,000 subscribers, it's done 1 at a time. It really is. It's a 1 at a time endeavor. And so if you ever feel like, my 1 subscribe doesn't matter, it really does matter. And some people just don't feel like subscribing because the content, maybe they don't want to have to see it all the time. Maybe you're just like a visitor. I hope you'll change your mind someday if you ever find the content interesting enough. We do a lot of giveaways. I feel like when you're subscribed, you have a better shot of knowing when new content comes out, when the live stream goes live. And yeah, we've just been here for a long time. We've been streaming for 6 years. 6 years of streaming. This close to hitting 100K. Very exciting. And man, I think it's a nice thing. So we'll see. We'll keep it going. Our shorts are very popular. I didn't post any shorts in like the last 2 weeks. I need to post some shorts. I need to get back on the horse on posting shorts. There's so much to talk about, really. I feel like we talk about it live so much. Okay, let's see. Phantom Forces booster box. Let's see. Did I get an email from this guy? That's so weird. And let's see. So we got that from Mr. LaFlame. That's the grading. Logitech inquiry. What? Weird. That's got to be a scam. Okay. There's Andrew Martin. He says, 1 Vader break. Oh, the Vader. I took the Vader down. Oh, I should have left him up. I should have left him up. Where did he go? I don't know where he went, actually. Darth Vader. Darth Bladder. I actually do not know where I placed him after I took him back down. Oh, that sucks. Shipping? Oh, here it is. Shipping. Who's asking about shipping? I ripped at my heavy fossil pack recently. Got an unlimited holo Zapdos with the corner holo error. Nice, dude. Justin asked for shipping. Yes, we actually did it. Justin already had a label printed. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have that sent down to Alexis and test it out and see if they will fit together without needing a second label. It will depend on whether it's too heavy, though. So we'll have to test that out. If it's much too heavy, we'll print a second label. Here's Veronica. All right, not Veronica. Here's Star Wars and Andrew Martin. It is. Andrew Martin. Hey, that's a Star Wars sketch break. That's active now. I find your lack of Star Wars cards disturbing. Okay, somebody's in it. It started. Cool. Well, we are at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I'm thinking about a little early wrap-up. What do you guys think? You think that's bad? No, mister, don't do it. My last shipment set out for delivery, then updated to St. Louis, arrived the next day. Weird. Here we are. Let's purchase this. Wow, wow, wow. Keep going, mister. Get some sleep. First in, where's my prize? All right. So this shall say 1 PSA display. And this shall say print. Did we finish the second round of the Team Rocket pack break? Not yet. There. 1 SGC display. All right, there it goes. All right, guys, it is about 5 a.m.-ish. I think we're going to wrap up slightly early. Sometimes we go to like 5:30, but I think I'm going to wrap up slightly early tonight and just wake up early for the Monday grind and get the Monday daytime stream in, okay? Hopefully some new mail on Monday as well. You never know. Hopefully some new Final Fantasy, okay? Strawby, yo, crazy, you can SB. Hey, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Have a good one. Take care, everyone. Yes, have a nice day, everyone. I'll see you very soon anyways. We'll be here for the Monday daytime stream. See you there, guys.